from the BX. That's what made me, and I love it. Gotta love it. Not above it, yup, I love it. Had to do it my way, gotta follow my way. Memoirs of a nigga from the BX. That's what made me, and I love it. Let me go. Not above it, yup, I love it. Had to do it my way, gotta follow my way. Growing up in the Bronx, there was adventures. Shit get litty, especially in the summer. Barbecues popping off, satisfy the hunger. Then play space, make sure you're done up. Time to pack it up, leave the table. When I was young, shadow puppets was cable. It's no fable, times is unstable. Meal portion, the same size of a ladle. Had to go to the pantry to get the grub. Sometimes wash my clothes in the bathtub. In the blizzard, a nigga had to walk to school. It didn't matter, that's what we had to do. In ghost sound ciphers on the fucking room. Smoking hydro, make the cops come through. They be doing the most for a fucking roach. I hope they don't approach, aiming toast. Memoirs of a nigga from the BX. That's what made me, and I love it. Gotta love it. Not above it, yup, I love it. Had to do it my way, gotta follow my way. Memoirs of a nigga from the BX. That's what made me, and I love it. Let me go. Not above it, yup, I love it. Had to do it my way, gotta follow my way. A nigga got locked cause the spot got raided. They pissed, they got no information. Let us go, your time just got wasted. When they looking mad, you know that's my favorite. Trade dogs roaming, corner stores open. Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese that's toasted. I'm posted, waiting for the fucking bus. Just to go to a job that's fucking tough. What's this on my check? That's not enough. Let me get a meat cleaver, run amok. Turn savage, far from the average. These bills I'm having, wish they can vanish. I thought I'd play for the New York Knicks. It didn't happen, then I figured life's a bitch. In the projects, bitches used to suck my dick. In the staircase, and this stank like piss. That ass though. Damn! Open my damn wallet, a butterfly flew out. The hell? Ridiculous. Yo, what the hell you dream of? Fast trips, expensive trips, don't gotta pay bills, gotta get that bag quick. Tired of having nothing in my pocket, spending money on stupid shit, gotta stop it. Yo, what the hell you dream of? Fast trips, expensive trips, don't gotta pay bills, gotta get that bag quick. Whoop. Tired of having nothing in my pocket, spending money on stupid shit, I gotta stop it. Woke up broke as fuck, thinking about the money bags, wanna get the fast money on the daily task. Nothing in the fridge, so I'm thinking about the money heist. You get left, cause my pockets ain't looking right. Looking in my fridge, baking soda and a broke light. Just hold tight, the plan will mold right. Got that caper applied on rich neighbors. Might as well pray to Yahweh to save you. Rub it on my belly, I'm hungry and ready. Fast with the cash like Michael Andretti. No matter what, I chase those bucks. My car don't got money, credit smudge. Jobs always bother me, gotta win the lottery. When I leave the country, please don't bother me. Hard time, my prize in the archives. Been in poverty for a long time. Yo, what the hell you dream of? Fast trips, expensive trips, don't gotta pay bills, gotta get the bag quick. Tired of having nothing in my pocket, spending money on stupid shit, gotta stop it. Yo, what the hell you dream of? Fast trips, expensive trips, don't gotta pay bills, gotta get the bag quick. Whoop. Tired of having nothing in my pocket, spending money on stupid shit, I gotta stop it. $1 per word, my learning curve. Fuck off, you lame birds, my trap is absurd. Pocket watcher got you plotting on the opposition. The only thing holding you back is prison. Getting fired from job, time is running out. Gotta pay the light bill, Con Ed bugging out. It's imperative, that's how I gotta live. I'm broke, don't even ask for a cig. Gotta borrow money to pay what I owe. Hurricane Sandy gave us a blow. After that, COVID swallowed the world whole. Couldn't go nowhere, stay in your home. Every day I paper chase, you know what I ate. For breakfast, success on my dinner plate. Delicious. When I gotta raise, here comes inflation. Fucking hate it, I'm losing my patience. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Silverback of rappers in the building, you heard me? Yeah. Feeling this already. Time to turn up when I enter the building. Either you fake or do this for a living. Locking down the game like I put it in the prison. It's not a rap career, more like a mission. The shit I spit is always low. Got C4 explosives in my coat. The rap terrorists, I thought you know. These bum motherfuckers just got to go. When it comes to the bars, I'm well trained. Been doing this at a young age. I'm animal outside the cage. Turning enemies to shark bait. How much shit I got to take when it comes to the rap game nowadays. Most these bum dudes need to fade. Not the handcuffs from Stevie J. Clap, clap, that's that. Put him in a Snapchat. Lyrical chit chat. Bring that track back. Nigga in the tic tac. Smell like an ass crack. Where's them hoes at? All my nuts at. Guilty. Been a bad influence. With my music show improving. Legacy pursuing. I'm a mutant that be pooping or your petty moving. Either got your mind thinking or your body moving. Stash a microphone from you and ask what you doing. Am I you the music moving? Got you acting stupid. Still recouping about to lose it. All these slicks and choosers. Smoke with the Easter Bunny. Body slam Cupid. Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on. I'm not even gonna go too crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's some little light. But for the rest of this fucking tour, I'm gonna go fucking ham on your whore. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do to silverback a rap. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Tell me how I'm sounding to you. Early, right, huh? Much love. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Council Roundtable, episode 387. Where we told the old-fashioned Raz to let y'all know what's happening. You feel me? Before I open up the floodgates, right? You know, of course, shots go out to my guy Blaze. What's goody, my dude? I'm gonna sound even better real quick. Hold on, I gotta make some adjustments. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna sound even better. How I'm sounding now, Blaze? That's what I'm talking about. Extra crispy, B. Yeah, so I wanted to say this before I open up the floodgates, right? First and foremost, appreciate the love early. All right. So as you guys can see, we got another tournament going on, right? I'm not gonna hold you. I am so sick of these tournaments, man. Please, for the love of just please. What is up with these damn tournaments, man? Can we try to find other ways to get number one contenders, please? Please. Now, I got that out the way. I like the fact that maybe, you know, there's a little difference in it when it comes to the Mexicanos being up in there. You know what I'm saying? And Raw is going to be in Mexico, I guess in what, a couple of weeks? That I'm not mad at. At least that's something different. But let's really be real. We all know what this is going to be. It's going to be Penta versus Roman Reigns in Mexico. And it's going to be a good match. Roman's not going to need no help to beat this dude Penta. And that's it. We all know where this is going. We all know goddamn well if Penta was to win this tournament, he's not being Roman. But for Raw going to Mexico, which I think might be the first time they went to Mexico, I won't be surprised if it's the first time. Oh man, we got ballet with the black on the hip real quick. We also got Black Star. Black Star, what's going on, my dude? I'm about to open up the floodgates right now. You already know the deal is a deal. Yeah, hit that quota when it comes to the 10 thumbs. It's only right that'll open up the floodgates. Oh! You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it, B. Got a lot to talk about. I know y'all want to talk about
Solo Sikoa. I know y'all want to talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Vince McMahon being a trick out here. How much money was that? $42.5 million, son. Oh my God. You know, people out there saying, oh, well, that's Trump change. That's Trump change. Man, look. Don't forget the 0.5, Blade. Yeah, it's 42.5 million. Don't forget that 0.5. Oh, that's nothing to Vince. You think that's not like that's still a lot of motherfucking money. Like, yeah, Vince may be a billionaire, but please, he's gonna feel that shit. Yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely an astronomical number to us or whatever. It's also an astronomical number to him too. Yeah, around that shit. That's 43 million. Pow! Right there. Pull up. Nah, B. You got to round that, Black Star. Pause. That's 43 million, sir. 42.5. We round that to the nearest. What? It's been a while since I did what's that? What do you call that shit? Round into the nearest whatever. To the nearest thousands? Hundreds thousands? Yeah, I think it's hundreds thousands. Yeah, round to the nearest hundreds thousands. Yeah, that's 43 million, B. 42.5. You know, everything 5 and above, the next number is going to be higher. Got my guys in the building over here, B. JCD, a.k.a. John, and Black Star in the building. AOB, what it do, though, gentlemen?
What's up? What's going on?
You
hearing
what's
me
up,
okay?
everybody? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear both of y'all. Also got my dude King Eric pulling up from Rapping Wrestling.
Yeah,
buddy. What it do, though?
had to show love to the council on this lovely Tuesday.
Appreciate it like always, B.
There is a bit of breaking news, real quick, before we get the proceedings going.
Go ahead. What's the breaking news?
WWE trademarked the name Isaiah Fatu.
Oh God, you could have fucking saved that shit.
No. There's a reason for that. It's the actual name
Zilla.
of Zilla Fatu. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, Zilla's actual name.
I'm just bloodlined out at this point, but I guess I like Zilla though.
Hey, you know what?
No,
I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna say. I ain't mean to cut you off, man, but I seen this before I got on. So apparently, they saying that Royce Keys is out indefinitely, and you know what I thought in my mind? WWE ain't gonna have too many niggas up on the top line.
Yeah, you seen how he caught him with that damn?
Oh yeah.
You seen how he caught him with that damn hip attack with that chair wrapped around his throat? That shit look mean. And he caught him twice with it. That shit look
which means LA Knight. He is waiting for LA Knight to fuck up. He's just waiting for it.
Don't trust those no nigga.
Jacob is waiting for LA Knight to fuck up. Just waiting.
I don't know. Like people are saying, like, oh, you gotta let it play out. Like Royce Keys is supposed to come back like the Terminator or something. I doubt it. But
That shit. Nah, they already got one big black nigga. They got Obafemi. That's the chosen one. Everybody else got to fall in line.
It's all leading to war games. That's what it is.
But apparently Zilla's debuting tonight. He's gonna debut in NXT tonight.
Well, we got 10 minutes.
Yeah. Like they already set the story.
But damn, like they already what happened to my dude? What's my dude name? Montana.
Sean Spears got his ass kicked. Sean Spears got his ass kicked before his match to start the night. He said that he didn't come out for his match, which means that whoever attacked him with the person.
I don't think they're doing that with. I don't think they're using Zilla for that.
They are. It's way too convenient. It's way.
I don't
too
know
convenient.
about that. I think right now the main focus is this world title #1 contenders match. It's probably going to end
He's coming
in
after.
some kind of non-finish.
That's what I'm saying. He's coming after the match.
You get triple threat. I don't know. All right, we'll see. I do have something that I got from my guy at Busted Open.
What is it?
And for as much shit as I give Tony, I give Tony credit for at least trying to pull a fuck you all. You all thought this was going to happen, but now that's happening. About 4 weeks ago, Tony made him, talking about Zilla, a very large offer. And Zilla turned it down because he was already pretty much committed. But
He was
Tony
waiting for
made
the
a
WWE
play.
offer.
And that's what you need. I mean, it's hard because, you know, all right, so-and-so gets released. All right, it's clear where they're going. But when these guys are becoming legitimate free agents, which is becoming few and far between, neither company should just, oh, well, you know, Twitter says they're going to WWE or Twitter says they're going to AEW. Well, okay, we can't talk to them. Fuck that. Make an offer. What happened? You know what? What happens if the guy who's assumed to go one place turns around and says yes and takes your offer? Now you could turn around and totally pull one over on the internet. That's what's missing. Me and Chris were talking about it today. The problem with AEW and WWE being so big is you don't have that anymore. You know, it's like these guys are
It's
just
either or.
pipeline to each
Great
company.
point.
Right. It's either
Great
or.
point.
Like everybody else can't, you know, match their offer because it's like, you know, ain't nobody trying to take that extreme pay cut.
Yeah, and also too,
And John, for the most part, this is what I was waiting for the entire time. Like this whole, you know, this whole back and forth, quote unquote, has been going on. I was like, when are they going to start making each other better? Making each other better companies?
you know what the problem is, though?
Giving us what we want. Or giving us what
It's
I
what
want.
we
basically.
want.
Wait, hold on. Let King Eric say something real quick, and then we'll circle back around to you.
That's a good point that he made, because that used to bring the surprises with other wrestlers going into different leagues. Because remember back then, we didn't know Lex Luger was pulling up out there at Nitro. We didn't know Scott Hall and Kevin Nash was pulling up on Nitro. You know, because for one, the business was more so not really exposed like it. We didn't have the internet, you know.
Like you still had like the Meltzers and stuff like that around there, but
We
wasn't
listen to
as
them,
tapped in. Yeah, we wasn't like tapped in as we are now.
Yeah, but with
Right.
Meltzer back then, you got it like 2 weeks later because he would do the Observer newsletter, and by the time you got it mailed out to you, it was all right. Maybe
What
2
already
weeks
happened,
is a
already
little
happened.
extreme, but it may be a week, 10 days after, and it was like, oh yeah, this is why this happened on Superstar Saturday.
Yeah, or like RSVP, and, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Chat rooms.
Hey, yeah, those AOL wrestling chat rooms, 95, 96. That's how I found out Nash was leaving. Someone posted it in an AOL chat room, and then about an hour later, I'm not even WWE.com, WWF on America Online. You use the search.
AOL.
Oh gosh.
You use the search, and it came up as like a page, and sure as shit, they broke it. They said, you know, Diesel, I think they might have said his real name, has informed WWF officials that he will not be renewing his contract when it expires this summer. And it was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks after these motherfuckers already was in WCW. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't
before.
Because we
I
all
didn't
thought it was like an
know.
invasion. You know, we all was like, "Oh shit, WWF
Yeah.
is invading WCW."
We was like the war going on. We was hyped. We was like, oh shit.
Well, Vince sued Bischoff over that.
Oh yeah, like that was in the documentary.
That's why I don't know if you guys remember when they did the Great American Bash.
Oh, he threatened to sue. As a matter of fact, he didn't sue. He
Something like,
threatened
or
to
yeah,
sue.
he was about something like that. Bischoff, before they get to the actual angle, Bischoff makes Hall and Nash. He asks them straight out, "Do you work for the WWF?" And they
WWF.
both say it. No. no. And it's like, okay, you could tell like that was the legal side of it getting out of the way.
And the crazy part about that, man, I'm like,
You
Vince,
good
you
over there,
pulled all.
John?
That's the crazy part about this. I'm like, hold on, man. Vince
Hold on,
McMahon all of a sudden crying.
Let's make sure, John. You good over there, John? Like,
Yeah, I'm good.
like,
Sorry.
No, you good. Like, it sounded like you was smoking that pressure over there.
No, I wish I was. It's just
past that shit.
The air change. Yeah, I wish I was.
No, go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, man. I was like, I thought the irony that was crazy. I'm like, hold up, Vince, man, you purged the whole damn territory in the 80s and the 90s, and now you crying about somebody else doing wolf?
No, but here's the thing though.
That shit
leading
crazy.
up to the main event that night, I think it was Luger versus the Giant, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah,
okay.
for the title.
Yeah, and it was Hogan versus Flair that night too. Yeah.
No,
Luger.
Was it Hogan versus Flair that night?
No, Hogan was gone after Uncensored.
Luger.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Luger legit had no idea what was going on. When he checked on Bischoff, that was a shoot check on, because he didn't know Nash was going to do that. He didn't know Nash was even going to show up. He didn't know Razor was going to show up.
No, they were already there. No, they were already there at that point.
Damn. No,
Razor showed up Memorial Day, and Nash showed up 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that was
later.
the Mein Kampf. That was the Mein Kampf promo, right?
It was the guy from the Beverly Brothers was in the match, and then Hall comes down the stairs, and he cuts that promo, and then
the following week Nash shows up.
No, it's 2 weeks later he shows up because Nash actually had a later contract date than Hall, and that's when he showed up. And then it was get three of your guys, against us, and we'll handle it. And then along the way, Vince threatened to sue them because they were basically saying they were WWF, and they didn't. If you remember, they didn't give them names yet. They didn't call them Hall and Nash, and Hall especially was.
They were just called the Outsiders. That was it.
Yeah, he was basically doing all the Razor mannerisms and whatnot. So it was like, Vince is like, "What the hell?" Like, you're not doing this, and
which I don't understand, because it's like he knew what type of time this dude Billionaire Ted
man Vince did all that in the 80s.
And this dude and Bischoff was on. They knew, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And this dude Ted Turner didn't even care, and rest well to Ted Turner too. But like, he didn't even care. He was like, man, look, I got enough bread to go up against this dude Vince. I don't even fuck with wrestling like that. Well, he fuck with wrestling, but you know what I mean. Like, he was like, I'm throwing money at this dude, to make this work. Like, why not? And Vince was taking this mad personal. He was taking it mad personal. Ted Turner didn't even give no fuck. He was doing this for play. Like,
well,
I still laugh till this day. When Scott Hall said the big mine and the medium-sized mine is good.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to hold on. I wanted to say something about this real quick, because I had this comment up. So Blaze was talking about WWE Black Magic is over now. It's just over, and maybe Trick. Well, yeah, we spoke about that in the group chat. Like, this goes across all promotions, and I find this shit offensive and weird, because why the hell we only get like way less than a handful of black male
Sorry
talent?
To cut you off, Sandman.
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
Like, why we always gotta have like only like one or two when it comes to black male talent? You know what I'm saying? At the top of the card, main eventers, whatever the case may be. It's fucking weird and it's bogus. They don't mind pushing the black women though. They love that. They don't mind that. But when it comes to the black guys, hey, only one. That's it. Just one, maybe two. We put the second one in the mid card division or something like that. And that's across all promotions, not just WWE. Every single every single wrestling promotion out there. Well, what you was about to say, John?
Zilla just showed up.
Yeah, he was right.
They told you. Not as Spears' attacker. No, he's attacking Montana and Waller.
Oh no, not my dude Cruz Montana. Don't do that to Montana.
I knew it.
NXT picking up now, ain't they?
I knew it. I knew Zilla was going to show up tonight because there was way too many those whispers that shout.
Here comes TKO ready to instigate. Look.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, gas, no brakes with it.
Zilla Fatu is NXT.
I knew right when WWE trademarked the name Isaiah Fatu, I was like, okay, he signed.
Yeah, that's when you know where it was going. Yeah, and it's cool. I'm glad he paid his dues because I remember the rumors was going around since like last year. So like, oh, he's coming to WWE. He's coming to WWE. I'm like, nah, chill. He's still young. Let him do his thing in the Indies. There's no rush. I'm glad he waited till now. It's cool. But my main thing is just the whole bloodline thing. Like, keep him away from the damn bloodline. Like,
it's good.
This bloodline should be over by next year. That's what I'm saying.
Not a bloodline
with NXT though. That's a perfect move by him. It's good.
NXT needs him. NXT needed this.
They needed some star power.
Now I might actually watch it. Shit.
You got Toph in the building. Toph for the doodle. You sound far away, my dude.
Who, me?
Yeah, you sound far away.
Who? I'm right next to the computer.
Okay, now you sound better.
You sound better now. Damn, yeah, just lost his dude.
Yeah, I was just saying.
King Eric. Damn. Go ahead, you good. Go ahead. Keep going.
I was just saying, I don't know why you guys are wasting your time talking about this. He's just going to get caught up to the main roster and waste his time, just like Solo. Anyway.
Do I need to play the Ricky music again?
He's ready to jinx it, but the sad thing is it might actually happen because this bloodline shit.
There is no jinx. It's exactly what's going to happen.
And now they just add. And now after this loss on Raw, they might have just re-added Solo to the mix. I'm like, good Lord.
God. Big ups to Jeff Cobb, by the way. Cobb did an interview recently where he was talking about like, hey, like you guys know I'm not like with their family, right? Oh yeah, but you're from Hawaii. Yeah, but I'm not from no, it doesn't matter, you're gonna join. Then he's like, by the way, you guys know.
I wanted to know.
Right.
I said that shit too. I'm like, you do know this guy's not Samoan, right?
And then he also said, I've never worn face paint at any point in my career. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. You can join them, right? And so
that's
he
what
was
he did
basically
in
like
TNA.
just telling them.
I said it was.
Yeah,
that's why I don't know why he joined this.
He had like all these ideas. He was giving them ideas every week, like we can do this, we can do that. And just like, no, we want you to keep doing what you're gonna do. So like, just no bullshit. Just straight up, like, yeah.
The one thing that saved the MFTs, it is so horrible that Tongaloa and that Jeff Cobb aren't a part of this,
right?
Because right when Aku shut up, they're like, yep, that's the thing that's missing.
But Jeff Cobb has never been Samoan. He's not even Tongan. So like this made no sense from the beginning.
He's Puerto Rican or some shit. No, I'm
playing. Like when.
Imagine if he was though, because that'd be some shit. Oh my god!
But hold on, I think this dude King Eric wanted to say something real quick.
Oh, my bad.
He had dropped out by accident.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. But we know we talking about the Bloodline saga. I mean, we're creative people. We can still take it layers and make it draw money just by how it's being creative people. Like the pieces are there, the personalities are there. But I don't have faith in the creative team at this moment because
agreed.
That's the problem. Because like now the Bloodline is kind of looking like NWO 98. Like they're just rolling this out as like just to make money.
Know what I'm waiting for? Everybody. I'm waiting for the Bloodline to turn into the motherfucking Bullet Club.
They look like they're on the verge of doing that. They just might have.
I'm surprised they didn't do it by now.
They on the verge of doing it now. Look what they just did to Solo.
What it comes down to, I said this like 3 years ago, like when everybody was losing their mind about the WrestleMania 39 match between Roman and Cody, Should Cody have won? Should Cody have lost? And people were debating that, but nobody was seeing the bigger picture. And I said it that night, and I said the reason Roman won that night, and this is what's so fucking sad about it, because I said this 3 years ago in 2023, and it's 2026. Roman won that night because they don't have anything else. If Cody won that night and that was the end, right? What the fuck would they be doing? All the Raws, all the SmackDowns. How many weeks in a row have a segment of like Jay, Jimmy, Roman, Heyman, Fatu, Solo, or some combination of those names I just said? It's the same people. Why do you think they keep doing the Judgment Day bullshit? Because they don't have anything else. It's easy TV time. It's guaranteed TV time. They can do a segment every week, every month. It's reliable. The longer it keeps going, that means they don't got to think of anything new. That's why it's still going. And it's 2026, and they're still doing it.
If you think this is still 2023 Bloodline, it's not. And anybody without, I don't want to say the B word bias, because I feel like it's whatever, but there's something going on.
What do you mean?
This is different from 2023 up until Roman lost at 40. The dynamic is different. Besides the fact that the players involved are a little different, the dynamic is different. This is not a cut and dry, he is the master, we are all his slaves and soldiers anymore. There is an
I'm not.
underlying
That's a vibe is definitely given though. That's definitely the vibe.
Yeah, but there's
given.
an underlining
Like
tension.
if anything, because you know why I said that. You know why I said that, John? Because at least from before, these dudes was actually like active to the point where they was winning championship gold and shit like that. They stayed in the title picture. You know what I'm saying?
No,
now,
but I think
these motherfuckers is just there.
At least the Usos the thing is, at least the Usos voluntarily rejoined. Jacob lost a match and got back.
Hold on. I said this other thing. I said this other thing too. The plus I would say is that nobody can sit there and say like, oh, this dude Roman needs them to cheat in the matches or whatever. You see this dude Roman taking care of business by himself.
Then what the fuck's the point of the group?
I think what John is saying. The difference. Now hold up, Blackstar. The difference is this version of the Bloodline. There's no mission statement. The original version, there was a mission statement. It started with Roman. He turned heel. Then Heyman joined him as the wise man. Then Jimmy was hurt, so Jay became the right-hand man. And then they gave Jay something to do. And then Jimmy came back. And then they teamed up, and then they won the tag team titles. So the Usos were running the tag division. Roman was the champion. Then they debuted Solo. Solo was like the enforcer, the muscle, in case things went south. Every member played a point. There was a mission statement. They had a goal. Their goal was to dominate everything. That's why it worked. What's their mission statement now? Roman's still champion. They're supposed to be equals. But Jimmy and Jay are not in the tag team scene. Jay is a singles guy, except he's not. He's still teaming with Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't really have an arc of his own. He's not doing anything. He's just there. Fatu has acknowledged Roman. Okay,
Jimmy gets the Chinese
the
food.
Enforcer.
He gets catering for the rest of them.
Fatu lost to Roman. He's acknowledged Roman, so he's part of the group now. Okay, so does that make him the enforcer? Not really. Okay, so is he chasing after the Intercontinental title? No. Is he chasing after the U.S. title? No. What's he doing? I don't know. Where's the wise man? There is no wise man. What's the goal? There's no goal.
You know what? The only point this will make is this the only justification I could probably make of him fluming the Bloodline is if they see Obafemi as a long-term threat.
Yeah, it would make sense if he was implementing that from time to time. Not like flat out saying that, but show like little nuggets of hints here and there, like the reason why you're trying to build this bloodline is to protect you from Oba.
Yeah, but Roman said it the night after Mania. He said this time it's about power. It's about control. He did give that mission statement in that segment the night after Mania. What makes this version of it different is this thing. It was clear as day Sammy was going to be the odd man out eventually at some point. They rushed it a little, but Sammy was going to be the odd man out. We always knew that was coming. And then, for 3 years from 2020, Jay's going to be the guy. Jay's going to be the guy. You got that implosion. This time, they're all going to implode from within. Jacob, at some point, is going to kill the Usos. Roman is either going to be like, well, you assholes are on your own. You brought this on yourselves. Or Roman's going to snap back at Jacob. And then Jacob's going to turn around and be like, listen, I did what I had to do to honor my deal and to take care of my family, but fuck you too now. That's the difference between this time around. It's more volatile and it's bubbling underneath.
But how could he do that how could Jacob do that? Because when is enough enough? It's not like it's a deadline.
Because you know what's going to happen? Right now, everything's going good for Roman. But when that first crack hits, when that second crack hits, that's when Roman, and that's the beauty of this gray area that they're doing. I love this. Not everybody.
I'll never be a fan of the gray area shit. But what will be the cracks like per se?
Roman talking to him crazy.
I see it already.
How about they lose War Games?
I see it already.
This isn't the same, bro. I appreciate.
Haven't you guys noticed?
Hold on, let Black Saw go. Go ahead, Black Saw.
Haven't you guys noticed that out of fucking nowhere, Jay thinks that he's the leader now?
Oh yeah, he called the play.
We've been doing that for a minute though. That's what I'm saying. It's like I fucks with Unhinged Jay. I do. But
also,
it's been months. It's like, okay, when is the payoff?
Jacob don't respect Jey Uso, man. He keeps
that's what I'm saying. That's what
he keeps calling him punk ass every week. Like, come on, man.
But that's what I just said.
You did.
Jay thinks that he's the leader. He was the one who challenged Solo. Roman didn't. By the way, Jacob was talking. He was all like your punk ass better win, because Roman never said, hey, challenge Solo, bring him into the family. He never said that.
Yo, I'm glad you brought that shit up, Black Star. Here's another thing too. There's no reprimanding going on when it comes to this dude Roman. You know what I'm saying? He's not telling these dudes like, yo, why y'all motherfuckers losing these big matches? What y'all got going on? Like, he just letting motherfuckers slide.
Yes, he did. He reprimanded him last week.
Roman gonna talk to him crazy. You know he is. That's just in him.
He totally did.
He reprimanded him last week. He barked at him for losing at SummerSlam and for not bringing Solo in. Yes, he did.
I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for desperately trying to make this work, but I'm sorry. This shit's a fucking rerun. It's not working. It's boring.
Okay, then.
When they did this the first time. When they did this the first time. What?
So
we're basically.
Then tell me.
Let Eric go, and then you go right after Black Saw.
Okay, so basically, we're marking season 5 status now.
Facebook crap.
Jesus, what the fuck? God damn.
You smoke crack, don't you, boy?
God damn.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Black Saw.
Shit. God damn.
No, go ahead, King Eric. What you about to
say? I just want to implant that in, to break the tension a little bit.
Jesus
break
Christ.
the tension, please. Come on, really?
No,
we talk all the damn time.
Tension is what brings
talk. You know that.
Tension is what brings the views.
But I was just saying that. But what I was saying was, it can still work, but the creative got to be in motion to make it work.
Here's the thing, and I said, let me rephrase what I was saying. That's my bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't catch that part when he was reprimanding them and shit. That's my bad.
You talking to us crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's my bad. I didn't catch that part. So, and that's why I like to bring John through and shit, because he gives a different point of view. And I can always appreciate that.
But this goes beyond wrestling, man. This goes beyond wrestling. You can apply this to movies, TV shows, video games, sports. Something catches on, it catches fire. Great. But sooner or later, it reaches the expiration point. We've been past the expiration point. We expired this shit 3 years ago. This is totally forced. It's undeserved. It's not the hottest thing in wrestling anymore. It's not even the hottest thing in their own fucking company anymore. This shit's totally forced. This does nothing for anyone involved. It's stupid.
Hold on, I'm about to ask you a question real quick, Toph. I just need to get the right.
There's no question to ask. It's stupid.
Ask
This shit
whatever,
just came out of
buddy.
I
nowhere.
just need to get. Hold on. I just need to get the right names. Here, just give me a second.
Take your time.
What's good,
Okay, then. What about the Blackpool Combat Club? Because that's been going on for fucking ages as well.
It hasn't been going on for 5 years like this bullshit has.
Yes, it has. What are you talking about?
No, it
It's
hasn't.
been going on for 4.
No, it's been going on for 2 years.
When did Daniel Bryan leave? 3 years ago, right?
At least
23.
Oh, you got a point.
23.
That's 3 years
Yeah.
ago.
Oh shit.
So what about that? That's been
man.
that's been still as well.
Yeah, but hang on a second. Let's not do we. You know, I don't like it when it's done to me, and I don't want it done to somebody else. We can't do but and finger point as a counter argument. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to be fair about both situations. That's all I'm trying to do. Can I be fair?
It applies to everything. It's not just the bloodline. Like I said, you can apply it to anything. At some point, it reaches its natural end, and when it does, you move on. They don't want to move on. They don't want to move on from the bloodline. They don't want to move on from the Judgment Day for the reasons I said before, because it's consistent TV time. How many weeks is there a segment with Liv and Raquel and Roxy and Dom? How many weeks do you get with Jay and Jimmy and Solo and Knight and whatever? It's the same shit every week. It's guaranteed TV time. It's easy for them. It makes the TV show easier to write, because if they get rid of it, that means they got to think of something else. Of course, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Right, of course, I agree with you. I agree with you. So why can't we sit here and objectively agree that the NWO?
You know what? Now I am
reaches
going to
its
say
point?
this, though. But it seems like this is the only thing that gets crucified the way it does.
No, I'm crucifying all of it.
It's
I'm
everything
crucifying the
else.
bloodline. I'm crucifying the Judgment Day. It's all going on too long.
I mean,
all of it is.
You still got a guy for 7 years. All his shtick is he calls everybody scumbags and lowlives. You know, I mean, if we're gonna take it to just the fact that it's constant TV.
Who says that?
Who says
MJF.
that?
Oh, you're a bunch of scumbags. Oh, you're a bunch of lowlives. Oh, you're.
Oh, he says way more
He
than
says
that.
way more than that, though.
Right.
When you have things that are consistent, it's not necessarily a bad thing. When you have things,
no, it's not. It's consistent, yeah, but it's also redundant.
But so is everything. There's a song yes.
See, here's the thing, right? Well, since we go in there with like when it comes to creative between WWE and AEW, I think AEW definitely takes way more chances and creativity risk or creative risks more than.
But all creative risks are good.
They're not, but at least they try.
At least they try to do shit. They try to think outside the box.
Again, I'm not saying that you're wrong.
I'll give an example.
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
I'll give an example, and this is a rare chance. This is a rare opportunity of me giving Triple H a praise. Right? Triple H was doing the same thing, but when Triple H was doing his Reign of Terror stuff of Evolution, there were layers to his character, like when you peel a banana. In the very beginning, it's like, "Hey, Sean, let's reform DX." Swerve. He turns on Sean because he resented him. Then it's like, "Hey, Rick, let's fight." And then he takes Rick under his wing. Then there's, "Okay, let's bring in Batista. Let's bring in Orton. Okay, now we're Evolution. Now we're going to dominate Raw." Then it's, "Okay, Batista, you're the enforcer. You protect me. Orton, you're the future." Then Orton got too big for his own britches. We got to take Orton out. Then they took Orton out. Then Batista got too big for his britches. You saw Triple H go through different characters. Like, he was still a heel. He was still dominating everything, but he wasn't just doing "I'm the king of kings, I'm the cerebral assassin." You saw him show layers to his personality. There's none of that with Roman.
You're tough. You said it wrong.
There are no layers with Roman. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for that. There are no layers with Roman. It's the same shit with Roman. He comes out, acknowledge me. I'm the tribal chief. I'm gonna smash you. He doesn't really sell anything. He's not really afraid
Nah,
of
I ain't
anything.
gonna lie. When he says I'm gonna
He
smash you, that
loses.
shit hella pause.
Right.
I hate when he says
there's
that
no there's no evolution to his promos. There's no layers to it. It's all the same. And I don't want to hear it's the tribal chief. That's just fucking lazy storytelling. How are we going to sit here and attack The Rock for being lazy, attack Triple H for being lazy, attack John Cena for being lazy, but then give Roman a pass? No, this dude's lazy. He cared in 2020, he cared in 2021, and he cared in 2022. 2023 and onwards, he completely tapped out. We talked about it last week.
I think Leo was saying the same thing from before, if I'm not mistaken. Leo said
we talked about this last week. You weren't.
Hold on, wait,
John,
slow down. Wait, hold on. I got you. Leo said Triple H never had layers. The only thing he did was stop wearing pants and wear drawers, and got a silk press for Evolution. Yeah, I can't lie. He did.
Wait, when did he wear
different names?
Wait, when did he wear?
And he cut his hair bald. You can't forget about that.
Wait, he wore pants. Wait, he wore pants. When the fuck?
When he was in what was that? What was that?
2003.
Yeah,
oh, wait.
who the fuck was it? The Corporate Ministries. When he was a fucking vampire, all types of goofy shit like that.
Oh god! Don't even bring up the Corporate Ministry. That shit was ass.
We talked about this last week. Yeah,
but I was definitely a Triple H guy though. Like I can't sit there and say, "Oh, Triple H sucked at that time," because Triple H was my dude.
What I was saying,
yeah, he didn't really switch up much either. He didn't.
Yeah, but he switched up his layers for whatever he was doing, though. He wasn't cutting the same promo every week.
What?
I would never say Triple H was on autopilot.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all talk though. Go ahead.
Jesus.
No, we talked about it last week. We talked about it last week at WrestleMania 40 when The Rock blew up the story. It was his own fucking fault. He blew up the story, but once he adapted and he played ball and he did the final boss thing, those segments they did, like building up to WrestleMania 40, where it was Cody, Seth, Roman, Rock. Of the four people, Roman was the least interesting consistently. Cody had more heat. Seth had more heat. Rock had more heat. Roman was on complete autopilot. He did not care at all. That was when I knew he was done. And that whole build, I was waiting for that one promo, that one segment where Roman would be like, hey, don't forget, I'm the champion. I'm the guy. I'm the draw. And it never came. It never came. He was totally.
Well, y'all gotta understand, man.
That's wrong. Hang on a second. That's wrong. He didn't say that many words, but remember, if you smell, and he put his hand over the mic, and he's like, no, I need you to acknowledge me. So Roman did. While he didn't have a 500-word essay to do it, Roman got his moment on Rock.
Roman looked like I ain't gonna lie. Roman looked like he was about to cry when he said that.
Hey, let me tell y'all this. I don't knock that segment when he looked like he about to cry because it was like, man, when you got an OG kissing your ring, I cry too.
It still didn't matter because he was still the third wheel in that feud. Only reason he was involved is because he was the champion.
You gotta look at it like this. You gotta look at it like this.
Like Obo was about to cry when Brock put him over.
Well, you gotta look at it like this, man. Those guys were from a different territory. Rock gonna outshine anybody. He gonna make any. That's just the way his charisma. He came from a different era. Like anybody that stand next to guys like him, Stone Cold, or for lateral words, Hulk Hogan and John Cena, and they gonna look like second amateurs. We see how CM Punk looked against Stone Cold when they did that segment. He made him look like a dork.
The funniest part about that entire final boss segment was that Instagram video when we told Cody off is the direction that you off is the direction that you need to fuck. I think like he was in the
listen, guys, listen.
rodeo.
Guys, listen. We need to have some respect for a future Grammy Award-winning artist. Okay.
Oh God.
Oh no, man.
I know exactly what he's talking about. Oh God. Go ahead. I know exactly where he's going with this. Go ahead, John. I know you've been waiting for this.
So Rock is going to get into the music industry as a performer.
I heard the same thing.
God!
But I got an exclusive. I got the first set of lyrics to his first song.
Oh God!
Rock baby.
Who?
I'm the rock baby, yo.
This
I'm
dude.
telling you, it's gonna go like quadruple platinum.
Oh, you talking about Dewey about to drop an album, B?
Yeah.
Apparently, Rock is getting in the music game. I knew all those Rock concerts would get to his head. Good Lord!
But this ain't the first time he spit bars. Like he been spitting bars.
I mean, the Rock concerts on Raw were hilarious. I still think those were entertaining as hell. But for him to actually,
he was spitting bars. What recently on that Tech 9 track?
Can you really count? Can you really count that?
That's him, isn't it?
Walking tall. I wouldn't put Randy over at all. Rock baby.
Fuck, yo, this dude is. Yo, what you be having going on with Dewey, son?
God.
Everybody have that one person. Everybody had that one celebrity or person that they just can't stand, regardless. It could be. I think that's for him. That's The Rock.
Now, John give off the same vibes that Jim Cornette has with Vince Russo. I will live to piss on his grave.
We all have one.
Sifu said Dewey should let the Sandman or Leo producers. Hey, look, I'm not a producer, but I'm definitely a lyricist. If The Rock was asking me like, yo, hey, Sandman, I want you. I don't know how to do his voice, but you know, if you ask me to jump on the damn track, you damn right I'm gonna jump on the track with The Rock. What the fuck?
How much would you pay? How much you paying me, Rock? You got money, you don't need it. You got money, you don't need it.
Hold on. The person that I always hated was X-Pac because I always find him to be a kiss ass.
You think you know what to do? That's how this shit went. His theme music.
That motherfucker started.
You better get ready to bow to the master.
No.
Xbox theme song was just a remix to the DX theme. It was nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
Although the X Factor theme was pretty good.
Which one?
Wait, what?
That name?
The first one, the country one.
Uncle Cracker.
The one with Uncle
Cracker.
That name sounds fucking crazy.
Cracker Barrel or something.
I got everything I ever wanted, and I'll never get that back. Yeah, I know that song.
That was that killed the faction. Fuck the members.
The faction was done. The faction was done the minute the members were added. I mean, X-Pac, Just Incredible, and Albert.
That was ball game over.
Just Incredible and Albert and X-Pac. I mean, that shit is like the Goonies. The fuck?
The Goonies.
Well, him and Just Incredible were actually friends, so made sense. Yeah. It was Albert that was like, "What the fuck."
I mean, I knew
that's still like
that was a weird ass combination.
Man, I'm never gonna get over that name. That's not just amazing. That's just incredible. That's so good.
He got the greatest name in wrestling. I'm sorry, he do.
But here's the part though.
Yeah, the greatest scammer in the game.
I feel bad for Albert though, because I feel like being an X Factor really damaged him.
No, but here's the part to me. Albert is such a good coach that it kind of erases all the horrible booking that he was a part of.
Don't get me wrong. I thought Albert was an underrated big man. When he went from Albert to A-Train, I thought that was cool.
I fucked with A-Train.
Yep, dude was so good, so underrated.
Then he went from A-Train to a white Japanese dude. Oh, yep, that's ball game over.
I like Lord Tensai too.
Not really. The Tensai gimmick had potential.
Yeah, I like Lord Tensai. Just that people are fucking stupid. Say, Albert, like motherfuckers don't switch up gimmicks all the damn time. They were sounding goofy as hell.
That's not what killed it, though.
Okay, then man, how do you feel when Tensai started dancing like an idiot?
Yeah,
I thought it was. That's when it went downhill.
I think the thing about Tensai is that unfortunately wrestling culture has changed. Like back in the 70s, 80s, and even 90s, wrestlers portray other wrestlers, but the internet wasn't like it is now. So a lot of fans back then didn't know. Of course, the hardcore fans back then knew. but most didn't know. It's really hard to do that now, you know?
That
What can
Tenside
you-
gimmick was
you still
crazy,
there?
man. Yeah, the Lord Tenside thing was. At first, I could tell they was trying to do something weird because you remember he squashed John Cena.
Yeah, he was.
They had it.
a main
They
event.
had him. They had him beat
Punk,
John
all
Cena.
that.
They had him beat John Cena. They had him pin CM Punk when he was the WWE champion. I'm like, they clearly cared about it, but
Tensai coming or like Tensai's run in WWE reminds me of a joke in Chappelle's show when he said like, I'm gonna start a movie called The Blackest Nigga Alive, starring Tom Hanks.
What killed Tensai from the get-go was he debuted the night Brock returned. And that's what's remembered from that show was Brock.
Brock came
Was
back.
it really?
Yeah, it was the night after Mania.
yeah, he did.
It was the
he
night
did. I
after
remember
Mania.
that.
They were airing the vignettes for a couple of weeks. Tensai is coming soon, whatever, this and that. He debuted that night. And then the problem is an hour later, Brock showed up. And it was like, yeah, you're done.
Oh, yeah, when Cena did the
remember
promo
that.
and then Brock
It
closed
was
the
the night-
show.
Yeah, it was the night after Cena lost to The Rock, and then Brock Lesnar F5'd them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
ain't
remember
beating-
the actual. I remember the actual segment. I didn't know it was that same night though.
By the way,
Yeah.
that was night one. That was night one of Brock History Night.
He said Brock
Oh,
History Night.
man.
Or Brock History Month. Not Brock History
It
Night.
was not.
Yeah,
No, it's not. Shoot. No, I'm playing. Anyways, this dude King Leo said he like Lord Ten. Yeah, we all like Lord Tensai over here, B. I like.
You know what? You know
The
what?
song was
Tensai.
good.
You know what? The Tensai gimmick, that kind of reminds me. I want to ask y'all, which gimmick in WWE did you think had potential but never got off the ground?
good question.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
a damn
having.
good
I'm gonna have to
question.
let that marinate.
Yeah.
Kenzo
for me,
Suzuki.
I say one thing is one is Mordecai. Well, you talking about all promotions or just WWE?
I know.
you can say all.
I know.
You
who
can
it-
say all promotions. Yeah, go for
I know
it.
who it
You already
is.
know Mordecai
Already got one.
Glacier. That's the first motherfuckers I think of. Mordecai Glacier.
That's not the one.
We spoke
Did-
about this as a matter of fact. Remember Black Star? Like a few shows ago, we were talking about this shit.
Oh yeah, we was. Yeah.
What about Hakushi?
I was gonna say that shit.
Hakushi
Yeah,
was good,
Hakushi,
yeah.
he was great. Mm-hmm.
The original Kenzo Suzuki planned. Remember when he was being called Hirohito? And they purposely started because he was going to come in as this major anti-international character. That's when they started billing Jericho from Long Island, Benoit from Atlanta. Like, if you were Canadian, you became American. And the original plan was Benoit versus him at SummerSlam 04. And then, but Vince just got a shit ton of heat from the advertisers and the sponsors, and they had to scrap it. And then they debuted him a few months later as Kenzo Suzuki with his little geisha wife, which even
Right.
that had potential. But then once they stuck him with Rene Dupree and he was trying to be all goofy and shit,
Mhm.
then that died. Mordecai's a big one because the talk was he was going to feud with Taker. I
Bad
don't know
News
if you
Brown.
guys-
That's a good one, C-Flu. Bad News Brown. Bad News Brown should have definitely won a belt.
Yeah, Bad News
Hakushi-
Brown was good.
Hakushi
I
versus
think
Brett.
this person should have gone higher. I think this person should have gone higher, especially when you kind of consider in the end they kind of won. Steven Richards for Right to Censor. Like if you go back and watch any Right to Censor segment, like those guys
I
had
hated
super
their
beats.
entrance music.
They were like the first trolls ever in WWF history. Like they were like the first trolls.
Like
Bruh,
those guys
I
got like
hated
massive
that
heat.
entrance music so much. I was like,
Yeah.
God
Good
almighty.
father.
And look, what would you rather, that theme music or Don Callis's theme music?
I
Oh,
knew
God.
you were going to say that. God damn.
Right.
Oh, my God.
I go back and every now and then like a random like RTC segment would just pop up
At
in
least
my
don't
algorithm.
finish.
Because at the time, I was like, okay, it's an inoffensive, annoying like mid card heel act, but like if you haven't seen an RTC entrance, like I challenge you, like go back and watch the entrance, man. The heat they got was like really good heat. like some of the loudest boos that I've heard in a long time. I'm like, if things had gone a little bit differently, like I'm not saying he could have been world champion or anything, but he could have gone higher up than what he did. I mean, he was
the
fine.
best.
He was fine.
Best,
Didn't they
yeah.
weren't they
best
tag
part
team champions? Right to
Yes,
center?
they were.
No, the
They
best
probably
part.
were.
The best part of that faction was they changed Godfather's name to Goodfather. Like, oh, this is brilliant.
And they had him powerbomb one of his hoes through a table. Yeah.
This is beautiful.
That was funny as hell.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but they were going to be Lawler's first WrestleMania match back in 2001.
Really?
Lawler was feuding with Richards. And it
Yep,
was
I remember.
Nah, I remember that.
Right?
Lawler,
About the
Yeah,
cat.
over the cat. And
Yeah, I remember
over the
that.
cat. The
But then
plan
Lawler
was
Lawler
and the
quit,
APA.
right?
Yep, it was supposed to be Lawler and the APA against the Right to Censor at Mania 17, and then Taz got involved, like just to switch it up. But yeah, the original plan was Lawler and the APA versus the Right to Censor for the Cats. Because remember, they beat Lawler. Richard beat Lawler at like No Way Out, and then the Cat had to join Right
Yeah.
to Censor. And
Yeah,
the
I
gimmick
remember
was going to
that.
be whoever won the 6-man, either Cat stayed with Right to Censor or she got to leave Right to Censor, and Lawler and the APA were going to go over.
Yeah,
That would
I
be a good
remember that.
match. That would be
I
a good
remember
match.
that, but then they switched it up to Taz because Lawler and Cat quit.
Yeah,
So
Well,
That
no,
would
they
be a
were
good
they,
match.
Yo,
they were gonna
King
they
Leo.
fired Cat.
King
and
Leo
then
did
Lawler
hold
quit.
on, give me 1 second. Yeah, I remember that shit. I mean, this comment that this dude Leo had put. He was like, I think Vince asked I think Vince had asked Hogan to put this dude over. This dude, whatchamacallit, Bad News Brown over, and Hogan was like, no.
Now Hogan said, I don't like brothers, brother.
I remember that rumor.
Not gonna work for me, brother.
Because remember, he had beef with Bret Hart and all that shit. Like, he just wasn't in WWF for a long period of time either, but also, amongst other things.
Well, he had a 3-year run.
He was in there for 3
quietly
years?
around for a while, for a little while. He went from like 87 to 90. He left right after SummerSlam 90. Something happened backstage with him and Jake, and he got fired.
As a matter of fact, you're right. I did. We did speak about Bad News Brown on this year's Black History Month of wrestling. Make sure y'all check that out.
I wanted to say this too for the gimmicks that I thought would work. I got 2 of them.
Okay.
One of them, people think I'm crazy for saying this, but honestly, I think this one had a lot of potential. I'm gonna say the first one is Big Daddy V.
Explain.
Yeah. No, I fucked with Big Daddy V on ECW.
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay, got you.
He had triple D titties. Nope.
Man, look, he was the walking planet.
Listen,
it called him the walking planet.
Listen,
that shit.
Listen, that shit would have worked, man. A 500-pound monster just coming out, destroying everybody.
He was wearing a Dream Streak, for goodness sakes. No, just no.
But he was still catching motherfuckers with the Owen Hart spin kick. That's the thing.
He did
that.
That
was crazy.
Yes. What you mean? What?
When
that was crazy. He did that a couple times.
Yeah, he did that.
When did he do that? Are you serious? He's the same catching dudes with the Owen Hart spin kick.
Yeah, he always did that, even from Men on the Mission days. That's one of the things that made him stand out, was the fact he was able to do that spin kick. Absolutely.
I remember him doing that during the Men on the Mission days, but I never remember him doing that.
What do you want to call him, like Mabel or Viscera? I rarely have a chance to talk about him. He was like the first Goldberg when he was doing the Men on the Mission thing. It worked for him. Mo did most of the stuff, and then they would tag in Mabel for the hot tag. He'd hit his big moves, and that was it. But then when Vince decided to turn him heel, do the King Mabel thing, he wanted him to wrestle 10-minute matches, and just didn't work.
That's when it went kind of under for him. That's when it went under, but then Taker kind of resurrected him with the ministry stuff, and he started calling him Viscera.
Right.
Mo stayed getting his ass kicked.
Yeah,
I thought Viscera was like his best name. But Big Daddy V is not a bad name either. So
I think that was messed up also that WWE I think if I remember, they didn't even help this dude Mo, like nurse him back to health or whatever. I gotta go back. I gotta go back and do my research, but I don't think they really helped him and stuff.
I think Mo passed away after Viscera, didn't he?
Yeah, Mo
he
passed
did.
away
He just passed away
Yeah.
like last year, I think, right? Last year, a couple years ago.
I clearly remember Owen Hart beating down Mo till his knee pads dropped to his ankles. I clearly remember that.
Probably.
He probably did. Like, but yeah, the Big Daddy V gimmick had so much potential, man. I don't care.
There's a lot of stuff in ECW. I'm sorry, you got it.
I was agreeing, but the second gimmick, and I think you guys might agree with this, and it's not really his fault that it didn't work. It's really political stuff outside that failed it.
I know who you're gonna say.
Muhammad Hassan.
Yep.
That word. Oh my
according
God,
to Stone Cold, Muhammad Hassan.
that gimmick was working.
Yeah.
If only that train attack never happened.
Yeah, but here's the thing. How could you blame him for something that was taped 2 days earlier?
Right.
I never understood that.
Yeah, they
like
played
I could
him.
understand if it happened on a Thursday and they taped SmackDown on Friday, then it would be like, okay, what the fuck are you doing? But they taped SmackDown on a Tuesday.
Could you cut that part off though?
No, because it was live.
The problem is this is what gets lost in this, and I'm surprised they didn't touch on this in the documentary. SmackDown aired on Wednesdays in certain parts internationally. So it already aired even the day before this happened. And with all the difference in time, I think it even aired the day it did happen. The problem was it was already out there. What they should have done was take him off TV for a couple of weeks after that, but then
let everything blow over.
Right.
Yeah.
Because his match with Taker was for the #1 contendership at SummerSlam originally.
And he would have been champion, right?
He was going to face Batista, and there was talk he was going to beat Batista at SummerSlam. Then they pivoted, and Taker won the match, but I think Heidenreich attacked him.
Did Taker last ride him through the
Yeah, he put him through the stage to get rid of the gimmick.
Yeah, he was supposed to he definitely was supposed to be champion. That was the plan. And then
he was supposed to win the world title, but then they pivoted to
because the sponsorships got mad because these dudes was complaining.
That's legitimately one of the few times
just killed the character altogether and fired him. That's so insane. It's like, yo, I was just doing my fucking job. That's all I was doing.
Yeah, that's legitimately one of the few times in WWE kayfabe where they legit killed a character off. Like that's what they did. That's what Taker did. He literally killed.
There's like a backstage scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
he's
this
being
dude
wheeled
Sifu said,
out.
I want to read this real quick. This dude Sifu said, I know I wasn't tripping. They didn't help Mo because it wasn't drug or alcohol related. Yeah, I know I wasn't tripping, and that's fucking ridiculous. Like he made that Man on the Mission made that company some fucking bread, B. I don't like when they be on that type of time. It's like that's like a drop in the bucket when it comes to WWE. /WWF. You got this motherfucking Vince McMahon dropping 73 million, 74 fucking. And y'all can't help Mo. This dude Vince out here spending y'all motherfuckers money on plain Jane looking chicks that work at baristas and shit.
I don't know how it is now. But yes, they help with the drug and alcohol related stuff like Jeff Jarrett.
They still do. It's still right. They still have that rehab.
And you don't have to be right. And even if you're no longer with them anymore, if you were with them, like they help you out with it. But yes, they don't expand outside of drug and alcohol issues. They probably should, but I don't know how that would work. Probably a different branch, I guess. So, I mean, drug and alcohol issues is a very serious thing. I don't.
He should have went to DDP yoga, B. That's what he should have did. This dude DDP over here, nursing mad people to help. Like, what's the last time Jake the Snake even had a drop of a wine cooler, let alone a beer.
He helped Lex. He helped Lex Luger walk again. So
word, these motherfuckers ain't drinking like 50 years.
Like I have two that's very underrated. The first one is Hakushi. That match against Brett convinced me that he should have been something special.
Well, that's Brett though. Like Brett could get a good match out of any motherfucking body. You can have Brett go up against shit.
No, but
Glenn Brawler and have a good match with him.
I guess I could give a more obvious one. I could give a more obvious one. I'm surprised no one's mentioned.
More obvious than
Wade
Hakushi?
Barrett should have been. No, I was gonna say Wade Barrett. He should have been a bigger star.
Yeah, definitely.
But my number two, everybody will agree. My number two is Jake the Snake.
yeah, Jake the Snake.
Well, you think-
I thought.
No.
You think
The
Jake
only
should have been
thing that-
bigger? He was already big.
Well,
Yeah,
Jake,
yeah,
Imagine
Jake was
no.
perfect.
I'm talking about Jake the Snake as the leader of the Ministry of Darkness.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
turned out
minded
to be the
that.
leader.
Oh, that was the rumor.
That was
the
definitely the
rumor.
rumor. But this dude, they tried to call him, but he was stuck at the bar.
which
Yeah.
would
That
I
was
still,
the rumor for the higher power.
I still think that would have made sense, especially
Yeah,
because they
Would
could have.
it?
He was searching for the higher power, all right, drinking them spirits.
Taker was backing off. Taker was afraid of the higher power.
I don't think that would have worked. I don't think.
Who's
that
more of an
would've
evil
worked.
motherfucker than the Jake the Snake?
I'm
I don't think that
saying,
would've
like,
worked.
if they would have
There's a
did
lot
something
of
different with the
ties
Jake
there
the
that
Snake
would have made that
character,
work.
like make Jake the Snake more sinister, I think it would have
I'm
worked.
not
Like,
sure.
make him
The
because
reason
we
why I
all
don't think it
know.
would have worked.
Like, hold on, like we all know it's gonna be Jake the Snake. We all know that. But what if they would have made it to the point where his character is even more sinister? Especially at that time, they was able to get away with so much stuff.
The reason why I don't think it would have worked is because whenever Vince would go through like a transition of like the company, like golden era to new generation to attitude, and so on and so forth, he would always have like this youth incentive where he would want old folks off TV and it would only be young folks. And when you
That's
look
be a
at
manager,
the
though?
Attitude Era at that
You would have worked as a
point,
manager.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
no, but just go back
We
and
had
remember
so
the
much
Attitude
young
Era.
guys. Yeah, but think about that
Yeah.
period in '99. He had enough guys, and especially on the younger side, that bringing in a Jake in a managerial mouthpiece type role would not have affected the youth movement one bit.
Just imagine if he would have.
I'm just trying to visualize an older Jake on Raw's War. That's such a strange
And remember,
visual.
at that time, he had
I
that
don't
big
think
ass
Jake- I don't
belly.
think Jake
I don't
made it
know,
work.
man. Like,
No. All you guys,
You know
all you
what?
guys.
They
Can
would
all you
have
guys
given him
picture this?
such an outfit, you wouldn't have noticed it. They would
Can
have
all you
given
guys
him like
picture?
this.
Can you
you
guys
know,
picture something
Like a
real
robe?
quick?
They would have given him some sort of
Or a suit.
evil
Or a suit.
vampire, whatever whatever type of outfit. Let's be you. Come on, you guys know you know what I'm talking about here.
How about a suit?
They would have given
I
him
know, like I said,
something.
I would have been here for it. I would have been
Yeah,
interested
no,
to
I'm
see what they
saying,
would have
like,
did with it. Yeah,
Whoever
I agree.
mentioned his belly, I'm just saying, like, they
Give
would
him a
have given
couple
him
bun
something.
to protect the belly, like or something.
Something. They would have given him something long and flowing. They might have even kept him in that higher power robe, and just with the hood down.
No,
Right.
but just imagine.
Just show like him with his head down, like you don't even really see his face. Like we can see who it is, but he don't just show his face. You know what I mean? We can tell who it is, like from like his hair drooping over his face.
Well,
with
once
the
they
hood.
would have done the reveal, you could have kept him in the robe with the hood down.
Yeah.
So, and he could have just been wearing the robe. And let's be
have the-
realistic. Vince would have had his ass on an exercise bike, on a treadmill, on a diet. Vince would have made him get in shape.
They have JR say, "I know who that is. I know who that is," but never say his name.
As soon as
That
you
would've
reveal yourself,
worked.
you son
And
of a
think
bitch.
about it. And think about it. Jake the Snake is the higher power going against Steve Austin. Remember
Yeah.
King of the Ring? They could have played off of that.
That's
Yep.
what I was saying.
Good
There's
point,
ties
sir.
that
Good
connected
point.
all.
Yeah.
The coldest snake moment.
Booking shit over here, WWE. This shit is easy, yo. What happened? Huh?
The coldest Jake the
The
coldest
fuck?
Jake the Snake. the coldest chick to snake moment of all time was when he DDT'd Macho Man and then pimp slapped Miss Elizabeth. Just imagine.
He got more heat. He got more heat for hitting Elizabeth than the snake biting Macho Man. So
Right.
just imagine just for a second him DDTing Vince and then pimp slapping Stephanie.
That's what I'm talking about. I want
Just
to
look fucking-
imagine
I mean,
again, 16 bum Muckley likes the man. Fire punch.
I mean, they was getting away with a lot of shit back in the day. I mean, if Stone Cold and Triple H could get away with beating the hell out of Lita with a chair, they probably would have escaped that.
They did more than beat the hell out of Lita. They damn near gave Lita 2 concussions that night.
Jake DDTing Stephanie would have been a sight to behold.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They gave her sudden justice. That's what they gave her, sudden justice.
That's a little bit similar to what Kevin Nash was talking about. Like he was talking about like the grittiness in wrestling. Like whatever happened to the grittiness in wrestling? Like I agree with him to a certain extent because AEW do give a gritty feel at times, a gruesome feel even. So I don't know. Maybe he's talking about WWE because I think WWE keeps it safer than AEW. What you guys think? Sure. What Kevin Nash said?
By far, they keep it way safer.
It's harder to do. It's harder to do because of sponsors. That's very important to them, and I get it. But it's also harder to do because the curtain is just totally drawn back now. You know, like that's one of the reasons why, as an example, I don't really have any interest in seeing a show like Unreal. I don't want to know the mechanics of how this match worked.
Yeah,
you know, it's really
them
hard
coming out with Unreal really damaged them more than from before. Be like they not really gaining anything from this Unreal shit.
I
this
think
really
the
hurting
show,
the product.
I think the concept of Unreal can work for something in the rearview mirror. Give me Unreal on like January of 2016 to December of 2018.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
shit that
now
doesn't
that
matter
shit
anymore.
like that is cool because we watch shit like that already when it comes to documentaries. So that's cool. Don't let us know what just happened last year.
Look,
yeah, that's what I don't like about it.
Like I said, every single documentary needs Bret Hart in it. So as long as I get Bret Hart on Unreal,
sometimes they'll do these videos like behind the scenes of WrestleMania 35 or behind the scenes of Survivor Series 20, like just very harmless stuff from like X amount of years ago that has like no effect on the current TV or product.
That I
like,
really
that's
agree
totally
with,
fine.
100%.
But when you do it like those shit that just happened last year, yeah. But yeah, it's hard to do gritty when they do stuff like that, letting you know what's happening behind the scenes, you know? Like you just mentioned AEW a minute ago, right? What if they did like Unreal on like behind the scenes between Hangman and Swerve Strickland?
Yeah,
like
it'll
a week after Hangman burns Swerve's house down. Yeah, it wouldn't really work.
Right, like imagine that shit, right? Motherfuckers in the like you have Swerve and Hangman, like, yo, look here, this is what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna get a fake house, right? And we're gonna just light it up. Like, no, come on. You ruining the illusion.
Ironically enough, that's what that Road to the Top show was.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
they tried to do like their version of it, and I saw a few episodes. I think I saw like one clip of it, and I saw like they showed Darby.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
He was just faceless Darby. It's like the first and only time I've ever seen Darby like with no paint, and I was like, "That's Darby." It's like a different guy. Like, what is this? It just looked so weird.
Dave LaGreca had the best idea for Unreal.
What?
And I agree with this. He said, "You know what you use Unreal for?" He's like, "I don't need to see everybody practicing spots and talking about this, that, whatever." He said, "You know what you use Unreal for? When there's a certain narrative or an internet belief out there about something and how something, everyone swears they know how something went down or what happened or a quote unquote incident behind the scenes. And then you could use Unreal to be like either, yeah, that did happen or That's nowhere near close to what happened. Like, almost use it as like a myth killer, you know? And I kind of agree with that more. You know, like, use it. Hey, wait a minute. They're saying, you know, oh, so and so got into a fight backstage. We have footage from that. There is no fight. There was no fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, something like that. Like, use it to debunk some of these things that gets put out there by these insiders and experts and influencers, and they swear is fact, or people, oh, well, you know, some guy named, upside down Tom said he knows a guy
You
who
just
was
said
a
upside
vendor.
down Tom?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know?
That
be
shit
having
sounded
some.
wild.
They be having
That's a
some
good
weird ass
segue.
names on Twitter.
You
I don't know
know,
why.
That's a good segue that John mentioned. I want to give this guy a shout outs. Shout outs to wrestling.
Hold
What's up?
on, wait. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude TKO didn't even answer.
Okay.
Yeah. So what you think about that TKO when it comes to what Kevin Nash said, the gritty feeling is not in wrestling anymore?
I mean, like you just said, AEW gives it to us sometimes here and there, but WWE, they're way too safe because they got more to lose. And as far as Unreal goes, y'all remember those? Y'all remember when we used to buy those DVDs and they had like a special feature section on a second disc?
Right.
Why don't they use that for Unreal? Like show guys like backstage and do like little mini interviews, like they used to do before they go out there, so it doesn't
I think
reveal
that's a
too
little
much.
similar. That's a little similar to what John had said.
No. What they should do.
He said use it like to debunk online rumors. I'm saying like use it like a special features section. Like, you know how they used to do like little mini post interviews before and after the match?
yeah, like the Coliseum video exclusive with Hulk Hogan after he won at WrestleMania 5.
Exclusive.
Yeah,
Right.
something like use it as something like that. Because I remember they used to do it for WrestleMania 19, and that shit was great. Like, use it for that.
Coliseum videos.
Nah. The funniest.
Nah, those were memories.
Yeah.
Nah, the funniest Coliseum home video. I think. Like,
No, don't worry about the joke, Black Star. Just what's your thoughts on? What is your thoughts? Because I know you're gonna say a joke. You could say what you're gonna say about the Kevin Nash.
Like I think it was a YouTube video.
Go ahead.
It was the night was during like the second ECW One Night Stand, and they just had JBL just talking when he was like extra drunk that night.
I don't think I remember that one.
Wait, was that
I think like
2000, was that One Night Stand 05?
Yeah, like it was the night when Angle, JBL, Bischoff.
Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm fucking tripping. Yeah, ECW, the first One Night Stand. Yeah, when it was on the balcony.
Okay, that's the first one. Okay,
and especially they was go ahead. My bad, my dude. Go ahead.
They just concentrate on JBL. JBL was just talking to extra shit, but he was just drunk off his ass.
I ain't gonna hold you, Black Star. The only thing I remember about that was Angle saying, "Your mother taught me how."
No.
Yeah, I definitely remember they was spazzing out over the Mike Awesome and what's my dude name again?
Tanaka.
Masato Tanaka match.
Like OSW.
That was also the match. That was also the night where Eddie showed a sign that he was not right, and unfortunately, it was a sign that no one took seriously. They should have. A lot of people don't know about this. If by some reason you're curious or if you're bored, go back and watch the first Night Stand. Eddie had a match with Benoit, and this was when Eddie had just went heel, when he was doing the whole thing with, I'm your poppy with Dominic. And there's this part very early in the match where they grapple for a tie-up, and Eddie just leaves the ring for a second, and he's like stalling, and like Benoit looks confused, and like Eddie just looks really pissed off. But the fans didn't really notice it because they were chanting shit at JBL and all the WWE superstars in the balcony. And when the camera focuses back on Eddie, you can see Eddie's like grasping his chest, like he's having a hard time breathing. They eventually get back in the ring, they wrestle, and it was still a good match. I mean, it's Eddie and Benoit, but it was nowhere near as good as I'm sure either guy wanted it to be. And when the match was over, if you look, like Benoit, he made Eddie tap out to the crossface, if I recall correctly. I think Eddie may have had a broken nose or something. So Benoit's looking at Eddie.
Wasn't that Benoit's
Eddie
worst match
gets up
that night?
Yeah, I knew something was wrong.
Yeah, but at the very end, Eddie looks at Benoit and he's wording something to him. And the word that Eddie says is, "I owe you one." That's what he said. So like Eddie knew that it wasn't a good match. And it was a totally fine match because it's Eddie and Benoit. But of the matches they had, it was definitely the weakest one. But essentially, Eddie, something was going on with his heart. That may have been, when was that show? Like May? What was that, May of 2005?
June of 05.
June? Right. So that would have been just a couple of more months before he died. So that was like one of the first times you could see that something was wrong with him. And
yeah, I knew something was off.
In hindsight, no one knew. So, yeah.
Well, let Black Star finish off real quick. He was finishing off. Go ahead, Black Star. Finish saying what you were saying.
Yeah, like it was during it was on the Infuso's video, like about JBL and his night during One Night Stand. Like, yeah, he was drunk that night.
I haven't watched him in a long time. V Infuso. I used to like V Infuso.
I gotta check up on him, see how he's doing.
Yeah, I like V Infuso.
Like there was like a few clips of him just like talking shit, like during doing like color commentary in matches while the pay-per-view was going on, and like somebody recorded it. But like
because remember they was drinking beer. He was drinking beer. Bischoff was drinking beer. I don't know about everybody else, but they was lit. They was drinking beer all night on the balcony. Edge was drinking, of course. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, remember he spit out his beer when Heyman said the only reason.
Nah, freaking Hardy.
Yeah, freaking Hardy, right? Yeah.
Didn't he also say the only reason why he did champions because Triple H don't want to work on what Tuesday or Wednesday? On Tuesday,
yeah. They said that to JBL.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, that JBL was a champion.
Like then JBL did the Miss Elizabeth. I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm coming home, Elizabeth. This is the big one. JBL was drunk. Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't wrong, but still, yeah.
JBL is one of the few times where it worked, where it's like, holy shit, we don't have any main event heels. Okay, let's just make one from scratch. That's literally what they did, and it worked.
Yeah,
it worked. So,
because I'm a wrestling god.
I didn't think he should have. I mean, I didn't think he should have been WWE champ as long as he was. But yeah,
imagine his breath when he said God. God, oh damn.
You say that TKO, but honestly, by modern day standards, he wasn't champion for that long. What was it? Just a year?
That is a long time. What you mean? What?
Compared to today? Compared to today, where you have champions for 4 years.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
champion for 2 years, not doing a damn thing. How you champ for 2 years and don't defend the belt 5 times?
I'm telling you, the coldest racist moment in wrestling history was JBL as a fucking border patrol agent.
Yeah, they was pushing. Yeah, they was pushing the envelope with him for real. Like
Seafood said, back in the day when my ancestors got on a cruise, it started a very bad chain of events. Yeah, Austin Creed and Kofi, don't get on that damn boat, B. Don't do that.
No.
You're gonna be like sign AEW or you going overboard. The fuck?
Like when Tove said that there should be a MAGA wrestler, JBL would have been the perfect MAGA wrestler.
Yeah, he was. He was mad racist towards Eddie Guerrero.
He would have been the perfect MAGA wrestler. Like God.
Like,
hey, I wanted to
but he loved Eddie though. Like all jokes aside, he loved Eddie. Like Eddie was his guy.
Hey, as an idea to what John was talking about earlier, about what the Dave LaRoca guy was talking about using like old clips to disprove stuff. I wanted to give a shout out to Wrestling Bios, really good YouTube channel.
Yeah,
and
he's very good. I like him.
He just did like 2 YouTube videos recently. Really love these videos. They're called announced wrestling matches that were canceled. So it's like he'll go through the video and he uses receipts. Like, like they don't do this anymore. Remember back in the day, they used to have like the still shots for like a future match, whatever.
Oh, Nitro Reels.
Yeah. So like he shows like the actual still shots of the match to show, hey, this was real. But then like he breaks down like why it didn't happen. Most of the stuff that I saw in the video I knew of, but then there was one specific one he did, and I was like, holy shit, I totally forgot about that. So to those who forgot or didn't know, 1997 King of the Ring, we were supposed to get Brett and Shawn in the rematch, and it didn't happen because they fought in real life. And so instead, we got Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold, and he showed the still shot, and I was like, holy shit, they were really going to do Brett and Shawn at King of the Ring? I totally forgot about that.
And Austin and Pillman were also advertised for that show. If that card had gone off as planned, that would have been ridiculous. But I think Brett was I know they fought, but I think they said Brett was still hurt. He wasn't cleared.
Was that the night after 70 days? Doesn't that after the 70 days promo, right? When they fought?
They fought a bunch of times.
Oh, okay.
They really did. They fought a lot back then.
But that
Sean.
Yeah.
But that King of the But that King of the Ring match between Shawn and Austin was good though.
It was way better than the
it was. But just imagine if you got Brett, Shawn, and Pillman Austin on that show.
Better.
Oh, that would have been a classic.
Yeah, but if you haven't seen the videos, like if you haven't seen it, he's done 2 so far. But if you haven't seen him, like in your spare time, just check it out, Wrestle Bios, and like it's just like he shows the still shot, he breaks down the story of the announced match, and then he explains why it didn't happen, and then he moves on to the next match.
He starts in like
80s
good.
WWF, and then he works his way up.
That's one of my
to,
favorite
like,
channels.
And don't forget to lock into rap and wrestling too, B. My dude King Eric, he be breaking shit down too, B. Fuck Wrestling Bios, B. Like, lock in with my dude rap and wrestling over here, B. He be breaking shit down too. They don't know what you got going on, B.
Sam just said, who gives a motherfucker?
Hey, man. Rap and wrestling's where it's at, man. Where we mix the culture, mix with wrestling. You know what I'm saying? We give you the breakdowns. We give you the exclusive breakdowns. My favorite breakdowns. We get to the base of science of the professional wrestling business, so to speak. Just had to plug that out there. Yeah. And thank y'all for subscribing, man. We over there at 50 subscribers within 1 month.
Sometimes,
nice.
Sometimes I forget that you guys are from the East Coast because you guys say wrestling like you're from the South.
Yeah, I had to take it. Yeah, I didn't want to put wrestling. I didn't want to put wrestling because I think somebody then took that, so I had to mix it with wrestling.
Okay.
King Eric's not from the East. I'm from the East.
Oh, where are you from, King Eric?
I'm North Carolina.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
Yeah, wrestling's from down south.
That's right.
Good old fashioned wrestling. Let y'all know what's happening. This is a joke. I say it as a joking way because that's where it came from. That's the origin. So I just be clowning when I say that.
I love how Brett always referred to it as the WCW. Not WCW.
W. You gotta say W. DUBYA. W.
He said Brett would say a person's full name was like, motherfucker, just call him by his first name.
Yo, he used to kill me with that shit. He would say your first name, your middle name, your last name, your phone number, and social security number.
He said he called him. That Hunter
the boy toy.
Yo, we got fucking we got Mr. Wonderful Dark Side tonight. So the Brett promo, he would say the full fucking name. He'd be like, Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful. That's exactly
parentheses.
When I take on the bad guy, Razor Ramon,
Yes,
Cool
yo,
Diesel.
like you don't have to say all of that. Like, why you got to say that back? This ain't Razor Ramon, silly.
The only person,
Lex Luger, the total package. Sometimes you put the nickname at the end, though.
the only person he literally cut it short with, or the only two people he
Ballet, can you take care of that, please?
Owen.
My bad, Black Soul. Ballet, can you if you can you post Rap and Wrestling link in the chat? Go ahead, Black Soul.
Like the only two people he literally cut it short with was Owen and Shawn Michaels. Because he stopped calling him Shawn Michaels, he just called him the Boy Toy. He went, Boy Toy?
My dastardly brother, Owen Hart.
Dastardly brother.
I mean, he gets pissed at Owen, he just calls him Owen. Okay.
That is so
damn,
like, he showed his age. Dastardly. That shit is hella old school.
Sometimes
Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog.
Yep.
Sometimes I wonder like if Brett was like in wrestling, if he was in WWE today, he'd be like Seth freaking Rollins at SummerSlam, Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief at Survivor Series, Randy Orton, the Viper. Like he like if Brett was wrestling today, he would use
Drew
names that
McIntyre,
people
the
forgot
Scottish
about.
psychopath.
John Cena, the greatest of all time.
If
I don't think he would say that.
If Brett was in WWE today, he would use names that most fans forgot about. Biggie Langston tonight on Monday Night Raw. Alexander Rusev. That's great. And you know what? He'd get over. He would get over just by saying full names.
He would.
He would get over.
He said, Jacob Fatu, you gave me a concussion.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't beat me for the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
The World Wrestling Entertainment Championship. Oh,
yeah.
Imagine him saying that. Imagine Brett saying that. The World Wrestling Entertainment Champion. Oh,
he would get
that
it
wouldn't
over.
even sound right.
He would get it over.
You think
somehow.
he'd get that over? You think he'd get that over?
Oh yeah, he would have.
Because he was so serious about it. He made it sound like so. He would make it work.
World Wrestling Entertainment Championship.
He'll make the title important. He'll make the title important by saying it by full name.
He did. He
Kevin
was the
Owens,
first
the
guy
prize
that made.
fighter.
Yeah, I would have loved to see CM Punk versus Bret Hart match, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
The best in the world. You talk about the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. How you the best in the world?
Right. Imagine the promo.
He would have called CM Punk. He would say, Chick Magnet Punk. Wait, what?
Speaking for me, like Brett was like
Chick
the first
Magnet
wrestler
Punk.
I saw as a kid. Brett was the first wrestler that made it feel real. Like he'd be in the ring and it was like he was getting the shit kicked out of him for real. He would cut promos and it was like he really didn't like this guy. Yeah, and of course now we know he didn't like Sean. So
you know how unique Brett was? You notice how he gets in the ring, nobody gets in the ring. Did you ever notice that? How he bounces like he bounces
that
his
little
knee on the
bounce
bottom
on the
rope.
rope.
Yeah, like nobody never does that. He's the only one that ever did that.
Was he the first one that started to wipe your feet on the the apron?
that was being done for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regal explained it. It's like a tradition.
I think the last one to really do that was William Regal, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was one of the first ones to do it in WWF.
Punk does it, but Punk does it a little more smoother where you don't notice it, but Punk kind of does it.
Brett was also the first person that I remember as a kid, and obviously he wasn't the first person, but he was the first person that I saw take a table bump. I remember that match he had with Diesel at Survivor Series where he went through the table and he
when
sold
this dude
like
Diesel
that.
snapped, when he finally turned heel because he was getting tired of Brett's shit.
He made Kevin Nash look like $1 million.
Yeah, he did.
One of the greatest.
He turned Diesel into a murderer in that feud.
That was like Nash's best match.
One of the greatest WWF commercials was when Brett was walking through the corridor and the fan said, "Brett!"
Oh yeah, that's infamous vignette. That shit was like shit. They still play that to this day.
Yep, that was in his Hall of Fame video, I think.
This dude King Leo said, One more run, brother. Let me go over on Roman from hell, dude.
Hogan? I got a leg drop. I got a leg drop left, brother.
One more leg drop left, brother.
You imagine Hogan beating Roman Reigns with a leg drop, though?
If Hogan was healthy enough, yes, it would have happened.
So officially, Hogan's last match in WWE was against Orton, right? That was the last match?
Yep.
Yeah, in SummerSlam.
Like, not that it was against Brock. Like, was it against Brock?
No, it was against
Orton. The Orton match was in 06.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, basically, because Orton tried to holler at Brooke. It was like, yo, my dude, Brooke is
there
grown.
were some major creative
But they did it off
with
of
that
that.
match.
But they did it off of that, though. That was stupid.
Yeah,
man.
like basically, Brooke
Like,
had
bro,
a crush on
let-
Randy Orton, and
And
you know
I've
she was
talked about
feeling him.
this.
And this dude Hogan was mad. It's like, yo, my dude, you are weird. That's your daughter's what, 25 years old. Leave her the fuck alone.
But wasn't her and Orton like close to the same age though?
Yeah.
At the time, yeah. And I've talked about this with Orton before. And I'm not even I respect Orton, but I'm not like a big Orton fan. It's crazy because when you look at his career, there was a lot of shit that happened that should have fucking just killed his push. But somehow he overcame all of it.
It goes back to that promo Cena cut before the TLC match to unify the titles. There was so much truth in it that there was shit that other people would have never survived. They always protected you. You got away with everything. You go back and watch that promo. It's when they had all the world champions in the ring, and it had that crazy ending with
Punk had a little
and
smirk in his
Bryan,
face.
Hunter
Punk had a
and
little smirk in
Punk.
his face.
But Cena's promo to Orton about like all the shit, like Cena basically addresses it. Like, you got away with everything because they protected you. Cena that was the one time really that they went into it, and Cena did in that promo.
The only other time that they went into a person's past was, I think, Eddie against Brock.
I remember being in school. I think this had to have been a summer school session. And I remember going to school one day and seeing a lot of people I knew who were wrestling fans that were very, very, very upset and pissed off that Hogan had beaten Orton. And at that time, I was not watching wrestling anymore. I was on a break. I was like right before I started watching TNA. And I knew who Hulk Hogan was, obviously. I was familiar with Randy Orton, but I didn't know, like, okay, like they were grooming him to be the next guy. So then when I started getting back into wrestling and I got back into WWE, and I was like, oh, okay, he's the legend killer. He took out the legends. That was his gimmick. And I was like, oh, he lost to Hogan. Wait, that was Hogan's last. Oh. So I started connecting the dots. And I was like, yeah, he probably should have won that match. Well, not probably. He should have. But it worked out.
There were a lot of creative issues going into that match to the point where Hogan pulled the Shawn Michaels minor knee surgery thing and almost walked out of that match.
I'll be your hero.
There's a few matches Hogan had that he should have lost.
They wanted Orton to go over. And
of course, that doesn't work for me, brother. I got to defend my daughter's honor for no reason.
There's a story. Yeah, you got it.
And they were so deep into it that I think Vince kind of felt like, fuck, he's kind of got me here. And he told Vince, like, listen, I could go get knee surgery, and then you got nothing. And Vince was like, all right, fuck it. And then if you remember, like, not too long after that, Orton kind of went on a tear. And it was kind of Vince making it up to Orton, be like, listen, you know, I'll make this right to you. Yeah, Hogan pulled.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a story that Angle told where I'm guessing this was this had to have been 2002 or 2003. I'm gonna assume it was 2002. But Angle says that in the story it was himself, Vince, and Hogan. And Vince was telling Angle that you're gonna go over Hogan. And he told specifically to Kurt that he was going to tell Hogan that he's losing to Angle, but when he told Hogan that, Vince told Kurt to like stand up and get like in Hogan's personal space, like he was trying to intimidate him or something. And Angle was like, "Why?" And Vince was like, "Just do it." So then they called Hogan in, and it was like, "You're working with." I don't even know when they had the match. I'm guessing it was on SmackDown.
King of the Ring King of the Ring 02.
Okay, thank you. They had their match, and Vince told Hogan, "You're losing to Angle," and then Angle stood up, got in Hogan's face, and then according to Angle, it was like a 10-second kind of like silence, and Hogan was like, "Okay, brother," and just got up and left, and Angle was confused. And at the time, Angle didn't get it. Angle didn't get it, but now years later, he says he understood it because Vince knew that Hogan was going to try to pull a Hogan. So he realized that now. He didn't get it then because Kurt was so new back then.
And Hogan tapped clean to Angle in the ankle lock in that match. That's what's crazy about it. There was no shenanigans, no nothing. It was legit. Angle tapped Hogan.
Like, you notice that Hogan always tries this with people that he knows won't whoop his ass.
Of course.
Yes.
You know what's the funny thing that you just reminded me of something when Mr. T daughter was doing a stand-up comedy, and she had said that Hogan basically ran up on Piper and put the beats on him because Piper mistakenly injured Mr. T. I'm like, Hogan ran up on Piper and put the beats on him? I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, that's
Hogan
what Mr. T daughter said.
Hogan and T were close. I'm not saying I know that story, but I could totally see that.
Yeah, look it up. It's Mr. T daughter. She was doing a stand-up, and she was explaining the whole scenario. And basically, after the was it Mania 2 or Mania 1? I forgot. It was 2. Okay.
It had the boxing match. Mr. T fought Piper in the boxing match.
Yeah, Hogan wasn't there. Hogan was in LA.
But I'm just going off of what she was saying during the stand-up. She said that this dude Piper had hurt Mr. T by accident or whatever, and backstage this dude was Hogan was doing mad blow and all that, saying like, I'm gonna fuck this dude up, I'm gonna fuck Piper up. Mr. T was telling him like, nah, chill, you know, it's not even that serious. Hogan's like, nah, fuck that, and a knock on the door. It happened to be Piper and shit to come check on Mr. T. Hogan wasn't trying to hear that shit. He ran up on this dude Piper and started hemming them up, putting the beats on them. This is what she said. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out. I can't believe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't say I believe her or not. This sounds hard to believe for Hogan to be in some type of time like that, especially against Piper. Like,
that.
You know?
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that because that's a good segue. Kevin Nash told a similar story about a month ago, and it got him in some heat. That podcast he's got with that dude, Click This. I can't think of the gentleman's name at the moment. It was a tag match on Nitro. It was Piper and Flair against the Outsiders, Paul and Nash. And it was to build to a 6-man on a pay-per-view. It was Paul, Nash, and 6 against Piper, Flair, and Kevin Green, I believe.
Yeah.
It was a 6-man. And so Nash, according to his story, he was telling Flair and Piper, hey, this is just a teaser. So he was trying to tell him, let's just give him a taste. Let's not go out there and like wrestle a full-on like 10, 15-minute match. Okay, makes sense. So Flair understood, Paul understood, but Piper just like no-sold him. This is what Nash says in the story. So then in the match, they go out, Paul and Nash get in the ring, and like as soon as they get in the ring, Piper just beelines to Nash. And then Flair just kind of like stands there for a second and he just sort of like joins in. And then Flair and Hall like go outside and brawl. And then like Piper and Nash start shooting for real. I don't remember what the build up to this was. And so then Nash is like, motherfucker. So then after the show, he's like in the locker room looking for Piper. And he's like, yo, where the fuck is Piper? And then Bischoff was like, oh, Piper's in so-and-so dressing room. So then Nash goes in the dressing room and he pulls up on Piper. Again, this is Nash's perspective. This is his
Take it for a
perspective.
grain of salt.
He walks up to Piper, and then Piper gets up in his face, and they start shooting. And then Nash says he kind of like bitch slaps or palm slaps Piper, and then Piper falls on his ass. And then Piper has this look on his face like, holy shit, this guy's gonna kill me. And that's his perspective of the story. So then they did like a Q&A, and everybody that's in the fucking chat is like, why are you telling this story now when you know Piper's not here to defend
He can't defend himself, right?
Which is a genuine question to ask, because that's a very big allegation. So you're trying to say that Piper was a work, that he wasn't a tough guy. So then Nash like ended the episode, and now to this day, like anytime it's brought up, he changes the subject. It reminds me of that story where he said he slapped Samoa Joe.
Get the fuck out of here, Nash! Come on, son.
Because he still claims he slapped Samoa Joe. Yeah. He still claims that he slapped Samoa Joe when Joe did that shoot, which many people.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and I didn't believe that either. I'm like, so Joe just sat there and ate that? Like, I don't know. Like,
Joe
if he sat there and ate that shit. Right,
Joe
like I don't give a
would've
fuck how much
stabbed
of
him
a
that
legend you are. You're not slapping me, my dude. That's not working.
Like it's like all these old school dudes. Like they always try it with people that they know won't touch them. Like for instance, like Joe and Nash. Joe probably looked at him and going like I'll whoop your ass, right? Like that.
Right, ballet.
Like he'll
Joe
never
mad tomatoes all over the place. That's what Blaze be doing too. But yeah, you get it. Yeah.
Even Nash in his prime, even Nash in his prime would get fucked up by Joe or any Samoan for that matter.
But Nash,
but that's it.
But Nash would never do that to Jacob. You know why? Because Jacob will kill him.
But that night Joe was out for blood, and I don't think Joe cared because Joe probably in his mind said, "Okay, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. First of all, that big tall motherfucker can't touch me because I'll fucking kill him. And if that bitch in the back wants to fire me, I'll either go back to ROH or I'll call Vince and I'll go get a deal there." Joe was playing with house money that night, and no one was able to touch him.
And it worked.
I mean, what did Joe really say in that promo that was wrong though? I mean, like,
right? All he said was the truth.
Like Scott Hall, like Scott Hall. The reason that the match fucked up is because Scott Hall fucked up, and the company at that time was willing to shell out a bunch of money for a past their prime guy instead of using their current talent. That was when TNA started to really go down right there.
Yeah. Nash hasn't changed
said
the
go
story.
straight for Nash's knees. Hell yeah. That's a
Nash
wrap.
has not changed his story on the Joe thing. Nash says that after the match, he went in the back and he approached Joe and he said, "Was that you or Russo?" Because Russo was part of creative. And Joe said it was me. And then Nash says he slapped him. And Joe just looked at him and didn't do anything. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I don't know Samoa Joe personally, but I just find that shit so hard to believe. Maybe it's possible because motherfuckers said the same thing about Taz and RVD. Because remember at the time, we thought Taz was a tough guy too. You feel me? So I don't know.
How it probably went down was that probably Nash probably smacked him, and Joe probably looked at him and kind of smirked, like if nobody else was here, I would whip your ass.
He would take a smack.
That's a slap. Like you can't just be like, just smirk like, I'll take it like a champ. No,
Joe was in that mode.
Got slapped.
Joe was ready to kill that night. Joe would have literally killed Nash because, like I just said, Joe knew he was untouchable in that moment. Dixie wasn't going to fire him, and he knew there was nothing Nash could do to him. Physically
I don't know
verbally.
about that right there. That's the same one that got rid of AJ Styles.
Yeah, but you know
if you
what?
get rid of AJ Styles, anything is possible.
Yeah, but you know what? Joe had but think about it like this. Okay, bitch, fire me. I'll call Corey Silkin and go back to ROH. I'll call Vince and go to WWE because you know what? After that promo, if she would have fired him, let's be realistic. Joe would have been the hottest thing in the business at the time.
Oh, definitely.
Japan.
Shadow of a doubt.
Exactly, New Japan.
Yeah.
So Joe looked at it as, what are you going to do, fire me? That's fine. I'll have a new job by the time I get off the phone with you. And then what was Nash going to do? Joe would have, Joe would have come as close to killing him without actually killing him as a person could come. Joe was untouchable that night. You know, that's what I mean. Like, if she would have fired him, he would have been on Raw the next night.
That's probably what gave him the coverage to cut that promo in the first place, because he was feeling himself.
And like you said, man, I don't know Joe personally either, but I mean, if you've been watching wrestling for a while, you can kind of get a feel for like, okay, this guy's a work, or like, no, this guy's like a legit tough guy.
But I got the same vibe from Taz. That's what I'm saying. Like, when Taz was on this type, when he's on that type of time, and motherfuckers said that RVD story, is like, nah. But motherfuckers was like, nah,
all respect to Taz. All respect to Taz, like, great character. But the difference between Taz and Joe is like, Joe's a journeyman. Like all the places he's been, like Ring of Honor, TNA, Mexico, Japan, WWE, NXT.
Yeah, but you're even missing. You're missing the other side of that. Okay, you could make the differences between Joe and Taz, but let's not forget the differences between 1996, 1997 RVD and 2007 broken down old man Kevin Nash. There's also a difference. No. Like, I'm being serious though. Like, there's a difference between who you're potentially getting into
the Terror Quads.
Okay.
King Leo's the Terror Quad. To the Terror Squad, Terror Quad.
Yeah, I get what John's saying. He's talking about, like, that was RVD like in his prime versus a broken down Nash. Prime RVD would probably pick a hand with most people, even Brock.
Yeah, he was an animal. But
no, like the one person everybody knows not to touch is Ming Haku. Like, nobody knows. Like, everybody knows, don't touch him.
We good on that,
right? So, going back, you just reminded me, Black Saw. That's what this dude was saying, Blaze. He was saying, like, he think that's gonna be the War Games match. It's gonna be the Bloodline against the Haku and his team, the Tongans and all of them.
No, thank you.
That's what Blaze said. I don't know.
Nah, that's not going to be War Games.
Yeah.
I don't think War Games should even happen, period.
Yeah, we talked about this on the chat a couple of days ago. When you look at the landscape of current WWE, they don't even have the factions for it to work. The Wyatts are gone. The MFTs are over. The Judgment Day is mostly a female group. And the Bloodline is just 4 dudes. And we've already gone over why that's not the same.
Right. So we don't have to go over it again then.
I'll give you a wild prediction. Sure to go wrong. War Games will be used to turn Knight heel.
I guess.
Knight turning heel will just be dumb.
Let me get there.
You know why I think it'll be dumb? Because it's like the people who love him, like, just book the man properly.
Yeah, but you know what's going on with his character right now?
Huh?
Especially with this, and this goes back to the gray area stuff. And it happened last night. He's kind of becoming a whiny bitch a little bit. Like, why is there a tournament? Why can't I get it? Like, and you know what can happen? I can see happening. Solo's not joining the Bloodline Monday. Something's going to go down with Solo. Keys, this thing they're doing with Keys being quote unquote out indefinitely, that's done on purpose. You could get a couple of other guys. I've heard rumors about what they're going to do. It ties into the tournament. You could get guys. And then when they lose, it's almost like, I don't know if you guys remember when Rollins turned in 2019. He basically blamed everybody that Team Raw lost the Survivor Series match to SmackDown.
Yeah, that started the heel turn.
Yeah. Now, I could see Knight doing the same thing. Like, we had a chance to stop the Bloodline, and all you guys failed. You guys, whatever, this and that, and he's going to turn that way. I think the turn is coming.
What's this?
King Leo crazy ass.
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that that Triple H brought back War Games. He's been trying to bring that back. If you know the story,
it made sense at the time,
as far back as like 2010
NXT.
stuff. But Yeah,
remember they even
be,
they basically it had what's the word I'm looking for? It turned into something else, like when they came to the fight pit and all that. Remember, first they had war games and they had the fight pit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I appreciate that he did stuff like that, but he's got to be careful because if he's not careful, he's gonna fall. And some would say he already has, but if he's not careful, you're gonna fall into the same problem that Hell in a Cell had, which is like when they made Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. It was like, oh, it's October, so I guess we have to have whatever the title feud is in Hell in a Cell, and that was really like how that concept got watered down. And it's becoming a little similar, where it's like, oh, it's November, so we got to have war games, regardless if it actually is needed or not.
Didn't WCW have the same problem? Real quick.
Yes, that hurt. War games, because they linked it to Fall Brawl. If they had a feud to make it work, great. But as it went on, they didn't. So
my main thing always been with Triple H is that we all been here to see Triple H book a decent PLE or whatever the case may be. We all seen that shit. He's just fucking lazy. With like most of the time, he just don't really feel like doing anything. Cause we seen him at full potential. Be like, you know what? I actually had fun watching this PLE or whatever the case may be. It's been a few times, maybe a handful, but it happened. He just don't be fucking caring.
No, what's fucked up though? What's fucked up is that Triple H has one black fan, and that black fan turned out to be a pedophile. Ain't that a bitch?
We're not talking about that dude. We're not talking about that dude over here, B. Fuck him.
I'm joking around.
What, Dream? Velveteen? Who?
No.
Well, I'm confused. I was hella confused for a second. Okay,
I'll put it in the private chat.
No, like the dude is a whole goof. Like this dude, they giving them a humongous platform. Like for what, man? Please, that shit it's really fucking weird. Like, why are we promoting this shit, B? Why are we making this shit a thing now? Like, no.
Well, I thought it was weird that, and it doesn't matter now. I thought it was weird that they even had an agreement with the Gable Stevenson guy. Why would you try to bring in a guy with an active case, even if it was still like? I just thought that was weird. I mean, it doesn't matter now.
I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised when it comes to WWE. They love motherfuckers that got paperwork on them.
He's in the UFC, so fuck it. He's still
he is.
Didn't he do his thing? He had a match recently, right? Yeah, he won his
he
latest
won.
match. Yeah.
He won his first match.
Speaking of UFC, I saw the other day that Dana White had to advertise a WWE show. He looked so
yeah, I know that motherfucker was squirming. He's like, oh, I gotta.
He looked so mad. Good. Fuck you.
It's like, my dude, but you would want your fighters to go over to WWE though, right? Y'all are weird. Like, y'all all making money together.
Right. You give fucking UFC ads on WWE shows all the time. It's only fair you give them one. Like fair is fair.
He advertised the UFC, I think the Rumble, and a bullfighting event at like the same weekend. Yeah.
They should put Obo on slap. What's that? Slap fight? Whatever the fuck that shit is.
Oh, power slap. Obo will kill 95% of that roster.
You
Obo say slapping dudes in their chest mad hard. That move he catching would slap them right in their fucking chest. All that fucking phlegm come out their throat.
Now they should put Gunther in that shit.
Oh, word, right? Have him do something. He ain't doing nothing else.
With the six-time power slap champion Gunther. Like, wait, what?
Well, yo, we can't forget about Dynamite B.
I want to thank Gunther, the career killer, for ending the career of that piece of shit Bill Goldberg.
I'm surprised.
Who you at, TKO?
Yeah, I'm here. I hear you.
You got that card ready? We'll fire it up.
Well, yes, I do.
Thank you.
Let's see. We got a match for the Casino Gauntlet. The man who will face Andrade at All In. It's either going to be MJF, Nick Wayne, or Mike Bailey.
I thought
MJF winning. Let's move on.
Yeah, you know MJF won. I thought he was still hurt though. Like he's wrestling hurt.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Was he out for like 3 or 4 weeks, right?
Maybe
Not
it's
even
like
that long. He's probably going for like what? Probably like what? 2 weeks. MJF, right? He wasn't going for that long, right?
No.
About a slight sprain. A slight sprain, yeah. That would be a slight sprain. Like a slight sprain on the knee is about 2 weeks.
We also got
2
the
to 3 weeks.
Yeah, so he could still go. We also got the Continental Classic. It's basically a winner take all tournament, which means one round, you lose, you're out, you win, you're in, basically.
Fucking tournament.
That's a single elimination now.
Basically, which is not bad, honestly.
I swear these dudes do more tournaments in Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
I mean, they do this tournament every year, but we got 2 tournament matches. We got Jack Perry versus John Moxley, and we got David Finlay versus Jay White.
So
Not my dude
Finley
Clark
Jay
Connors?
Wait,
Not
so
Clark.
the
Oh,
Finley
come on. You
Jay-
ain't my dude Clark Connors, man.
Wait, hold on.
You're liking
Finley
Clark
White
Connors too
is
much.
part of the tournament. Is that what you're saying, TKO?
Yes, Jay White is part of this tournament.
Ah, okay. Alrighty then.
Clark Connors ain't in this tournament. But come on, how you gonna pick Finley over Connors?
Is Clark Connors a part of the G1? He has more important shit to worry about.
And plus, the feud is between Finlay and Jay White. We also got another.
Isn't Clark Connors part of the G1? Am I wrong?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I know
probably
Takeda did. I don't know about
Am I wrong?
Connors.
Somebody check that. But
Ballet
Yeah,
said
yeah.
Clarky. You call him Clarky, Ballet? Clarky? Tell you, that name is amazing, yo. One of the best
the worst
names
name
in
in
wrestling
wrestling.
history.
the worst name in
Clark
wrestling.
Connors, son.
says nobody ever. Okay.
That's what you say when you're trying to pick a fight when you're drunk. Where's Clark Connors?
Jesus.
Who the fuck you are, Bret Hart? Where's Clark Connors?
Where is the member of the War Dogs, Clark Connors?
Go ahead, TKO.
Oh man. We got Nigel McGuinness, who's gonna wrestle again. And he's
Really? Okay.
Nigel McGuinness. He's wrestling.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, Nigel McGuinness. He's wrestling Shibata.
My dude Shibata Brad. Okay.
Always nice to see Nigel wrestle.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And finally we got the TNT title on the line. Kevin Knight is defending against Chris Jericho.
If Chris Jericho wins.
Oh, didn't this dude lose to fucking Psycho Killer?
No, he beat Ciampa.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, but I'm thinking of Beach Blast. I think it was. That's what I was thinking about.
Tati,
Yeah.
Is it because Jericho's team beat Knight's team last week? Is that what that's about?
real quick.
Didn't Darby pinned him though? I thought Darby pinned him.
He
Real
did,
quick,
but
Tati. Real quick,
Kevin
Tati. I
Knight,
need the rant.
Kevin Knight's getting the win back on Jericho, and Knight's gonna face Darby at All In and a falls count anywhere.
Yo, Tati, real quick. I need the rant of the decade. If Jericho wins this match.
You know damn well Jericho ain't about to beat Kevin Knight. The fuck are we talking about here?
I just wanted just for Tati to rant for like 10 minutes straight.
I don't know. Has Jericho? Yeah, he won that belt before, right? No, he
Yes, he
didn't.
has.
As a matter of
No,
fact,
he has.
Jericho, Jericho never won the TNT
Because
title.
he won the Ring of Honor champion, not the TNT shit.
And you know how much Tony Khan? And you know how much Tony Khan loved Chris Jericho. So yeah.
I don't know, B.
The story is Kevin Knight and Darby. Okay.
The story is don't trust those no niggas.
TK trusts black people more than Triple H does, but then again, look at the Hurt Syndicate. Never mind.
Exactly. They merged with the fucking but then
I don't think they merged.
Shane Taylor Productions.
I don't think they necessarily merged, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but hey.
What is
Tony Khan sees too many niggas.
My thing is like, what y'all gonna click up this to be on Collision? The fuck?
Yep.
Collision Cowboys, I guess.
Yeah, I did like that.
You have the AEW Championship ripe for the taking, and you're merging with Shane Taylor Promotions.
I mean, who knows? Maybe one of them might be in the casino gauntlet. You never know.
MVP said, "Fuck those championships, B.
Yeah, we don't want
random
titles.
matches.
We don't want wins."
On the bright side, Bobby Lashley is still undefeated.
Right. Like, yo, he's supposed to. I'm telling you, they would have really did something with this dude, Bobby Lashley, as your undefeated AEW heavyweight champion. That would have been something different.
That's never gonna happen.
If Will Ospreay ends up beating Omega, they probably could still salvage that.
We all know that's not gonna happen.
Somewhat, but remember, he was supposed to go after MJF because remember that was already the story when they said like, yo, when this dude Shelton Benjamin told MJF like, yo, when you get that belt, we coming after that belt.
Yep, they totally dropped that.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Tony Khan, MJF is still breathing. Like, why is this?
It's the awkward Braun Breaker thing. I remember a number of years ago. This was the dying days of Black and Gold. There was a segment between Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, and they had a bunch of security guys like surrounding the ring, and one of the security guys was Braun Breaker. This was before he made his NXT official debut before they blew up NXT. And I remember this picture went viral because it was like, there's Adam Cole, there's Kyle O'Reilly, there's Regal, and then in the background, here's this security guy, aka Braun Breaker, and he towered over both Cole and O'Reilly. And I remember that picture went viral, and a lot of folks were like, this is what's wrong with wrestling. Like, the biggest, most intimidating guy in the segment wasn't even a wrestler. It was a security guard. And so people were saying, like, they shouldn't have put Braun in that specific segment. And the reason I'm mentioning that is that's the problem when you have, like, a legitimate heavyweight. And it's like you try to visualize them in the ring with these smaller guys and you can't see it. So it's like, in the reference to Bobby Lashley, try to think of, like, an Osprey trying to hit Lashley with the hidden blade. That's not gonna work. Try to
Why not? I think so. Like, I'm not saying he just hit him with it straight up. Like, chop down a tree and have him work at it.
Try to imagine Omega.
I can see it. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, come on, like, because you can picture them like working down Bobby Lashley. I'm not saying like it's gonna happen just like that. They're gonna have to like tire him out.
Lashley worked with Eddie Edwards.
Yeah.
In TNA. Lashley's worked with former guys before.
Oh,
this
God,
is just a
but he has is the truth. It is, and it's like, I'm here for him being an unstoppable force. But book him like that. But you have motherfuckers that can chop the tree down. You have your swerves. You have
Why do you like giving
John just mentioned
why do you like giving us PTSD with Eddie Edwards and Lashley, bro? Like, what the fuck?
I didn't mention that. I didn't mention it.
I didn't say
Okay.
I'm saying it.
Hey, John, you gotta say it in Bret Hart terms. The heartbeat of TNA, Eddie Edwards. Wait, what?
Don't
Black
ever
Star,
say
I will
that
kill you.
shit.
Don't ever say that shit again.
What the
The
fuck?
leader of the system,
Good lord.
a member of the
fuck?
That's what
Wolves,
they called him.
Eddie Edwards.
Jesus
Don't
Christ.
feed into that. Don't feed into that narrative.
That's what they called him.
I'm trying to visualize Omega trying to pick up Lashley for the One Wing Angel.
Oh man.
This is not going to
See,
work.
he's gonna have to figure out a
trigger.
different finisher. Like he's not catching no last year look goofy as hell getting caught with that
Right.
shit. Like a video game.
Jim Cornette will
You
have
know what
16.
you could do? You know
Jim
what
Cornette will
you
have
could
16
do?
simultaneous heart attacks.
You could
Omega-
that could be the one time you have Lashley lose via a roll up. He gets caught and that's it. Kenny retains.
No, hell no. I'm not having Lashley no bum out to no roll up. We definitely not doing that.
So then Lashley eats a V trigger.
Yeah, something like that. Like have
Yeah,
him,
there
you
you
know, like
go.
I said, have them
My whole
chop
point
the
is-
tree
I mean,
down.
hasn't
Chop the tree down little by little. Let them work at that shit. Like make him unstoppable.
Omega's won matches with a V trigger before, so that wouldn't be impossible.
There are some guys. There are some guys in AEW that I think could believably, like, go in there and beat up Lashley.
Yeah,
I can see Lashley.
They're just gonna have to work hard at it.
Yeah, you're gonna need multiple finishes. You're gonna need to do it multiple times. You're not gonna catch him with one and beat him. Like Hangman, 3 of that, whatever the hell it is, sunset flip,
buckshot,
over the top rope,
lariat.
clothesline. Yeah, buckshot lariat.
Yeah. The 3 names I was thinking of is like I could see Claudio and Lashley. I could see Claudio like legit beating Lashley. It would be hard, but I could see it. I could see Brody and Lashley. Brody
That would
could
work.
definitely.
That would work.
Yeah.
I would love to see a match between Brody and Lashley. Fuck yeah.
And low key, I can see Roosh. I can see Roosh and Lashley.
Yeah.
Roosh can give it like
he's physical.
Roosh is already pissed right now.
Yeah, but like most of the people that are featured, like Hangman, Ospreay, Omega, guys like that, like if we're being realistic, Lashley would like kill them in 5 minutes. So I
Ospreay, yeah, probably, yeah. This dude probably tried to catch Lashley with a hidden blade, and he like this dude might fucking bite his forearm and swing him around like a bull or something.
We talked about this already.
He broke my neck,
we talked about this. Like we broke it down. Like he's too dominant. He's too dominant to like be a singles guy. But like they were never losing as a tag team, and so fans were complaining about it. And TK pays attention too much to Twitter, and it's like, yeah, they weren't losing, but who the fuck would they lose to? Like, like what tag team was fucking them up? Like,
as a matter of fact, they never got pinned, right? They lost the belts in like a triple
threat.
They lost the belts in a triple threat. So I'm like, which wasn't a bad thing. Which really wasn't a bad thing. I'm like, bro, it's a triple threat. They don't get beat. Have someone else do. Like,
yeah, they very well protected.
It would be like in WWE. It would be like in WWE, like if Braun Breaker and Obafemi decided to be a tag team. Who would beat them? Of course, they don't kill everybody.
Maybe the War Raiders.
Not even
maybe
them.
Maybe the War Raiders might have some.
Oba killed both of them by himself.
Yeah, he did. I forgot about that. Jesus Christ, I forgot about that. He packed the War Raiders by his fucking self.
Exactly. They ain't touching them.
Yeah.
Here's another thing that hurts them now. The Hurt Syndicate. MVP already announced he's doing a retirement in 2027. So what does he think? These 2 guys got to take a back seat to him and his retirement bullshit?
He's doing he's not doing a retirement tour. He's doing a retirement match. That's it.
He about to ditch him in AEW and have his retirement in WWE. Yeah.
I think he's just retiring from in ring. I think he's going to be a manager, but that's
right.
it.
But that's right. But even that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a match, and there's going to be a build to it, and one way or another, he's going to make sure that build is positioned around him. I said this in the chat today amongst just us. It's getting to a point where you can't keep blaming everybody else for your lack of success. You have to start looking in the mirror. And I don't know what these guys' contract deals are with injury time, this, that, whatever. But there's going to come a point where someone, and it's
There's
either
nowhere they
Benjamin
can
or
go.
Lashley,
There's nowhere
has
they
to
can go.
man up and be like,
How
"Yo,
much?
I'm doing this on
How
my
much
own."
nuclear? How much nuclear shit MVP has said in the past? There's no way they can go. They're stuck.
All I know about
I said this today.
Lashley. All I
But
know
hold
about
on, let
Lashley
me
is
get to the chat real quick.
Yeah,
Let me say something real quick to the chat. What's going on, y'all? And especially the Facebook side. Appreciate y'all for pulling up and all that. And that thumbs up. My dude Leo said her syndicate said they not there to win champ. Yeah, that's what this dude John has said. Oh, let me see. Yeah, you know, Ballet.
No, I didn't say it. MVP said it.
No, I'm saying that you did say. I'm saying that you said he said it.
Oh yeah. That collision a few weeks ago.
You know what I'm saying? 17 likes, appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah. This dude. I heard that Bianca Belair and this dude Tez they had got the baby. You know, round of applause for that. That's awesome news. They called the baby Romeo Miller. Isn't that Masterpiece?
Who cares?
Her finger is still fucked up. Maybe now she's not pregnant. If she needs surgery, maybe now she gets surgery. If she needs it, I know when you're pregnant, you can't do certain things. But yeah, she posted a picture about maybe 2 weeks ago. Her finger is still fucked.
Yeah, I said this on the chat.
Hold on,
like
what's Black Saw saying? Go ahead, Black Saw. Go ahead.
Now she's gonna be out well past the Rumble, if that's the case.
Yeah, I said this on the chat like 2 or 3 months ago. My uncle had the same injury she had, and it took him 2 years to recover from it. That was
her finger. To my knowledge, her finger is still like twice its size.
Yeah, she can't bend it.
Like it has to be a compound fracture then, and the fracture never healed right.
What they do is they bring you in, and it's very gross. But the long story short is they bring you in. Yes, they re-break it, and then there's like a draining process where they drain the fluid, and then like they kind of wrap your hand like in this little thing, so the swelling can go by, and there's like kind of a rinse and repeat process. And then when you begin to recover, and the swelling goes down, they bring you in for like rehab, where they sit you on a table. And they bring you stuff like apples, pears, bananas, stuff to squeeze to give your hand like more movement stuff. It's a very long, tedious process that takes like a year and a half, 2 years. You're not going to see Bianca for a while. That's essentially what's going on.
Which puts you to at least SummerSlam of next year.
Probably longer than that.
If that.
I don't know what that even means. See, Flew said that broke figure didn't stop her from getting it in. I don't know what that means.
We'll be lucky if we get Bianca by next year, but
Blaze said 2029.
Belair Rumble winner 2029. I mean, at this point,
having a finger injury is weird because you don't realize how often you use all 5 fingers a day. So some of the most obvious things you take for granted, like opening a bottle, or having a remote in your hand or a phone, like you need all 5 of your fingers to function. Driving a car, so it's a very annoying injury to have.
Yeah, like the worst injury is the neck, because you don't know when the nerves will connect again. Like KO is extremely lucky that it took him a year for his nerves to connect again.
I'm just happy the guy can wrestle. I'm just happy.
Yeah. And as you can see, when it comes to that match, it's going to be pretty physical. So I hope they know what the hell they're doing.
Considering with Peyton Manning.
Considering how much KO hates Punk still, they're going to stiff each other.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you could pause at any time, but yeah, it's going to be very physical.
I don't think he hates Punk per se. It's just the fact that Punk was legitimately a dick to him a number of years ago, and Punk never apologized for it. And I never understood why was he fat shaming Owens for wearing a T-shirt when one of his idols, Terry Funk, did the exact same thing. What?
Didn't Cornette do the same thing?
Yes.
Cornette shamed him for being fat, right?
So that's the thing about Punk I don't like. He's very selective with certain things. Like, you're going to attack this person for doing it, but it's okay when you do it. Like, no, fuck you, dude. Whatever.
Like I remember KO. Like I remember KO during a lead up to a match against Sami Zayn when he was El Generico, and he said, in order for me to come back, this piece of shit Jim Cornette, or no, he said, all you guys are pieces of shit like Jim Cornette. He went straight at Jim Cornette, and then like Jim Cornette said, "Oh, come on."
I mean, he ain't wrong, but yeah.
So what y'all think is gonna happen? Y'all think Solo's gonna join this dude, join the Bloodline, whatever? Since he lost to Jey Uso last night.
I mean, I would hope not,
because like
but
they're
I don't
talking.
know.
Like I'm hearing rumbles of Seth joining Roman.
I don't know where Seth is.
Why?
So if that's
Wait,
the case.
Did you say Seth joins Roman?
After that match with at SummerSlam, Roman and Seth should not be in each other's stratosphere again.
Right. Seth should go straight to SmackDown. Especially if Braun Breaker's not going to SmackDown, send Seth to SmackDown.
No, there's rumors of Seth leaving for a little while, coming back and then joining Roman for a match.
No, Seth leaving.
That is just fucking stupid.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hold.
The next time Seth and Roman should be on the same television together is when Mox decides he's done and he comes back for that one last Shield run. That's when they can be back on TV, because that segment they did at SummerSlam was a great piece of business, and it basically tied up a loose end. Oh, and yeah, so but
whatever. Yeah, I agree.
Seth still won the series though.
Doesn't matter. It's still over.
Right.
Please be over. My God, please be over.
To quote Vince McMahon, just let it be over.
Right. Shield reunion, that's it. That's it, B. After that, call it a career, whatever.
I think Seth beat both Moxley and Roman, I think a total of 5 times, 5 to 3. Between the 3.
Guess.
Yeah, because remember, Seth was that guy, at first. And then after that, eventually became Roman. They try to give Ambrose a chance on SmackDown, but
it's like the Dragon Ball. It's like a Dragon Ball thing. It's like the Dragon Ball thing. You have Goku, Vegeta, Gohan. Goku's the protagonist. He's the main character. He's the hardworking guy who was weak and then built himself up to be strong. You have Vegeta, who was like the prince. He was born with a certain amount of abilities. He had to work his way underneath. Then you had Gohan, who was like, he had the potential to be the best, but didn't have the fighting instinct. It's like kind of Goku. But when it came to the Shield, like pound for pound, as far as in ring is concerned, Seth is the best of the 3. But as a character, as a promo, he was never as interesting as Roman or Ambrose / Mox. Ambrose / Mox was like the loose cannon, has the potential, but booking was inconsistent. And then you have Roman, who kind of like checks all the boxes, good in the ring, good on the mic, good look, but not as good in the ring as Seth, not as good on the mic as Mox, but still is consistent,
So Seth is the 5-tool player. No, not 5-tool. Well, yeah. Seth is the 5-tool player. Roman is the power hitter. And Mox is, I don't know.
Well, my point is that the Shield was a great group because all 3 lacked something, and what they lacked,
they complemented each other.
The other one
another person, complimented it. Right, it was great, and by being around each other, they
grew together,
made up. Right. It was a great group. It was a great unit as a 3, possibly the best. Like, it's really hard to say this is the best 3-man unit ever, but that probably is the best 3-man unit I've ever seen.
Not better than the NWO, not better than the original NWO.
No, they're better. No. If we did the Shield versus
let's not even go because we about out of time, because that's going to be another conversation. We might have to.
Let's pause that till Friday.
We might have to pen that in right there when it comes to the originators of NWO, according to the who's better, them or the Shield. Maybe that's something I could pen in. Maybe we could talk about that in a future episode. That might be an interesting discussion right there.
On
but
the
I
next
gotta get up out of here.
roundtable discussion.
You already know, B. Let's get up out of here. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Let me read this comment before we get up out of here. Set us on babysitting duty. That's why Brock is back. I said Brock. That's why Becky is back. My bad, Blaze. Seth Rollins over there babysitting Rue. Oh, man. Let's get up out of here, though, B. Appreciate you, C-Flu.
Yes, sir.
Man. Catch y'all. You already know the vibes. Word. I'm fucking tired. It's already been a long week, and it's only the second day out the week. It feels like the third day. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. We appreciate y'all, B, especially when it comes to the thumbs up and all that. Upload gang, make sure y'all let it be known that y'all watching the upload and all that. Let's get the discussion going on in the chat when it comes to the upload. You already know I'll be responding. And yeah, B, I'm up off this. Peace out, motherfuckers. Enjoy the rest of y'all week, B. Word.
Let's get litty and make this a celebration. Yeah, I feel amazing. Bartender keep me racing. Put your drinking glasses high in the sky. Let them know you're blessed and you really love life.